What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rinky Dink Bullshit Podcast, Episode 2 of Season 2, with your host, with the most, the podcast god, Superfly, Johnny Lee, and my co-host, to my left, tonight, Bmoney. And tonight we got a special guest, because we got Chucky Smooth back in the house since last year. What you got for us, Chuck?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me back on. It's a pleasure to be back.
Heck yeah, we've been wanting to get you back on here.
How 2024 treat you, Chuck?
It had its ups and downs, but overall, you know, I'm still here, still breathing,
I hear that.
still above ground.
Yeah.
I hear that. Can you believe Donnie Green put his picture up on the wall?
Man, it's the first thing I see when I come in, dude. Why's his shirt off?
He should recreate that picture, you think? Oh.
Like, he's got like the Tom Selleck like thing going on, dude. The bird chest.
Exactly. And look out, he's got the belt as
He's
well.
on fire, man. Look, he got even the pants to prove it.
He told us that he's going to sign it, but he ain't signed it yet.
Man, she's probably gonna charge you.
I mean, we can't
$10.
we can't bomb. He's a star after all.
He gonna charge you 10. Believe that.
Oh yeah, Donnie. That's how they all.
Yeah, believe that. He gonna charge you.
Exactly.
One of my favorite moments of this year was the MWA month. I want to know what was your thoughts, and I think we should do a part 2.
I did
let's
too.
do it. I think it was crazy that y'all got Chris on here. I thought that was
yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
wow. So yeah, I was pumped about that. But every episode was good.
And then that's what we was talking about with Donnie last time was
Yep.
everybody was like not even scratched the surface. Like they barely even really got to talk about MWA as much, really.
Yeah, I mean, there was probably a lot of shit that wasn't even talked about, or
Yeah.
even, you know.
I say set it up for later this year, probably
Yeah.
around the same time.
You got any names you'd like to see? One we're trying to get, and I don't know if we've asked him yet, but Casey Chaos.
He's too important, man.
He said
He's
they
too
come up.
political, man. He's talking politics on Facebook, man. He's
Casey's lost the drive to be a wrestler, and now he's a politician.
yeah, man. All jokes aside, man, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, he said
That's
he'd
my
come
guy.
on if we had
Yeah.
either you or Bobby.
And he would have
Blade.
some good stories. Casey would have some good stories. He definitely would. He
Exactly.
the funny thing about Casey is like, I'll be first to admit, I had it made as a greenhorn. I'll be first to admit it. But Casey Chaos went through pure hell for years. Like Justin Idol, Bear, Donnie.
Well,
dude, they put that poor guy through the ringer, man.
The older MWA videos, he just looks like a kid, man. Like,
Oh, he does.
He did it first.
Yeah.
He did it first. But, man, he was one guy that, like, when I first started, like, me and him worked quite a bit, either with just him or me and Al against him and the Done Deal, him, Max, and Dirty Dick Dalton. We worked a shitload with them, so.
He looked like a professional wrestler if you
what
look
was
at
the
him.
faction called, or it was they would come out in the, like Playboy stuff, right, or something?
No, that was Done Deal is what they were called.
That's a great name, too, for a
Done
faction.
Deal is what they were called.
And he looks like a wrestler. I mean, look at him. When you look at him at the NWA videos, he's wearing the flashy pink tights, the boa.
Yeah, and him and Dirty Dick, man, they were a good team. They worked good together, man. Dick was real good too, man. He was a polished, and he'd been in it a lot longer than some of those other guys.
Yeah.
And he was well polished, and then he ultimately ended up moving back to Florida, like maybe about 6 or 7 years before the MWA shut down.
Man. Because the NWA was the pinnacle of Kentucky wrestling.
I was for 50 years.
Exactly.
Anybody and everybody, that was a name back,
And people still talk about it even after it closed its door back
legendary shit, man.
Exactly. But because it went longer than any promotion there is.
Yeah.
I know that UCW says that they're long running, but let's be honest, if the NWA was still running right now, that would still be the longest running Kentucky professional wrestling promotion ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it had so many great talents like you, Donnie Green,
man.
Bobby Green, Al Steele, Bear.
It went way deeper than us, man.
Exactly.
I see, and that's the thing I was about to say.
us.
I think it's so crazy when Jimmy Walls comes on the thing and we'll have a podcast with you guys and y'all be like, oh, who do y'all look up to? And y'all be like, oh, Rated X, man. And but he's always saying older guys from before him. Like it's pretty crazy.
He's like Dale Mann. It's like his guys.
Yeah.
It's
Danny Fargo, Del T. Man.
Yeah.
So many great names that come to that company.
And I only got to meet Dale one time. I met him at the MWA Hall of Fame show. And he actually came up to me, and I was the champion then, and actually came up and complimented me, and my head was that big, man,
Nah.
Somebody like that, pat me on my back and tell me, great job, That was the first time I ever met him, and he's a big man.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard
his hand is oh, man, I got big hands. And, he's just a big man.
Exactly. I wish that we could have met him because he sounds like a guy that was nice. He sounds like a guy that was a true professional wrestler.
I always say I wish we could get I wish we could get 2 hours with Gentleman Chadwick on here, man.
Me too.
Oh.
It would have had to be
15
3 or 4
hours.
different episodes. Yeah, it had to be 3 or 4 episodes. But you couldn't get it in 2 hours.
Or 20 hours.
Yeah,
because that man had a wealth of knowledge.
oh, man.
And off the cuff, he could cut a promo. He didn't need nobody write his promos for him. Because he already knew it right here inside his head.
He not only knew wrestling as a fan, he knew wrestling as a worker. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He was both.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what set him apart from some of the greatest managers. Because he was Kentucky's greatest wrestling manager.
Oh, man.
And I know that I just heard the story about this dumbass called Michael Cornette wanted to say that he was the greatest Kentucky manager. But let's be honest, Jim and Jim was the pinnacle of Kentucky professional wrestling manager.
I put Jim in the top 5 of any manager. I put him in there with Bobby Heenan.
Me too.
Who was it that told the story about him? So he worked a show, and there was another manager that was from TNA or something, and went out there.
Talking about you're talking
ECW.
about Joe Gartner with ECW.
Yes, yeah.
He outworked him.
It was who writes your stuff, and Jim was like,
yeah.
that's off the top of my head, kid.
Exactly. Oh, look, Andrew Brown chimed in. He said, Chuck.
Oh, my guy. My guy.
What up, dude?
That's right, dude. We miss you, brother. But yeah, Jim was something else because watching him, you go back, he used to be on commentary. And now he went from the commentary to managing. And it was like he took to it just like that, fast. It's like he knew how to do it.
And the thing about Jim, too, he was a straight shooter. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. After, if you went to the back and you just ask him, what'd you think? He'd tell you if it was shit. He'd tell you if it was good.
That's right. Up, dude, let me set up this Bluetooth for you, brother.
Oh, man, I can't believe I didn't say this, dude, before the show started. Fuck Al, still.
Yeah, because Al,
yeah, I just want to make it clear.
he loves to turn on people.
Man.
Especially on you.
How many, also, y'all had the greatest tag team name ever.
Still smooth.
Still smooth. That's too perfect. But,
Well, the thing about it was, him and Barry was huge, man. And it's when Barry kind of went on his singles run, and then I was coming up, and Al kind of helped me a lot, You know, we rib and kid each other all the time, but Al helped me a lot.
Oh man,
He did.
I wanna hear one of his best ribs. You got many of his?
Man, talk about Andrew Browning.
Oh,
Great guy.
Yeah, the whole gift card thing, man. I got a gift card from Andrew for my birthday or something.
yeah.
And Al really thought, or what happened was I got a gift card from Andrew, and Al found out about it and told Andrew that he had stolen it.
Oh.
And Andrew he was livid, dude. And, oh man, he was so mad, dude. He was putting pictures on Facebook of he got a picture of a steak, like he had Googled a picture of a steak, an Outback steak. It was like an Outback gift card, I think that's what it was. And and had Andrew believe it, that
so
he had
bad.
stolen my gift card. Him and Cornette went and spent it. Andrew really wanted to fist fight him. Andrew was so tore up, he cussed. Andrew never cusses.
Yeah.
I think he dropped the F-bomb.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But there's way more than that, man.
He's the nicest guy with the biggest asshole at the same time.
Oh,
It's
man.
insane.
He do.
Who's worse, him?
And his laugh, dude. He's got that Bruner laugh. Him and his brother same laugh, yeah.
Who's worse though, him or
Bear.
Bear?
So they're like assholes in different ways. It's hard to explain. It really is. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know which one's worse.
Where does Donnie rank up on the scale?
Yeah, because Mama Bruner don't like him.
Man, we did a poll on Facebook a couple years ago, and Al edged Donnie out, according to Facebook.
He beat Donnie in, what was it, the
biggest prick. Michael Jordan of prick.
Michael Jordan of
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Hey, if it's like that, that means that Al.
And he's proud of that, probably.
He had a shirt that said it, dude. Had a jump man. He wrestled in it.
Yeah.
Said the Michael Jordan of pricks. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, I would do that too if I was a prick. But, Donnie Green was talking about that gimmick where they wore masks. He says Bobby Green completely fucked it up when he was going to look right at Mama Bruner and scream, "Shut up!" Killed the entire gang.
And then what is so funny is
I can hear her going, "That's Bobby Green."
the best ever was when Joyce was a diehard Sterling fan when it was at the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Biggest fan ever, dude. And I don't know if you heard the story, but Alan Bear had a boxing match.
Yes. So I hit Bobby Blade because, dude, I've heard, dude, I love dude, I wish we could see it, but I asked Bobby Blade and he doesn't have the video of it.
Oh, man.
But what was so funny about that night was your Nana on the front row. Cause, dude, your dad beat the shit
What
out
up,
of
dude?
him. And all you could hear was her saying, "Bear, get off him! Leave him alone, Bear! Bear!" That's all you heard the whole time.
Dude, I'll never forget. So me, Jonathan, and Richie used to have wrestling matches and have her film them.
Oh, Lord.
You can speak
on
now,
the
dude.
trampoline. So we would get pans from the dollar store because they was only $1. Well, dude, Richie
up,
takes
Chuck?
this pan
What's up, Drew?
and throws it like it's what are them things called? The
Frisbee?
Frisbee. Throws it like a frisbee at me, and dude, luckily it hits the pole. But she goes, "You could have cut his head off." Dude, it was hilarious. She's so mad.
That's her,
so
man.
mad at Richie.
What's up, Scott Diamond? He's tuning in tonight.
Oh, man.
Scott
Cartel.
Diamond, what up? Happy birthday, too. Shout out.
That's right.
Bmoney.
What's he? How old's Scott Diamond now? 72?
What up, dude?
I think that he was 108.
What?
What's going on, Chuck?
What's up, buddy?
I I put Donnie Green as 100 list on the baddest
Who's
man.
who's a bigger asshole, Al Steele or Donnie Green?
Both.
Both.
Oh.
Who's worse?
Photo
though?
finish.
Who's worse?
Al Steele mostly.
See? Al Steele mostly.
You know, on this podcast, I got a picture of Donnie Green, like right,
Oh God.
right over me.
Scott Dobbs said, thank you, 109. Ha ha ha.
What
I
up,
was
Scott?
close. I was close.
But yeah. Hey, Chuck, did you see what Austin Diamond did to him?
To who?
To Scott Diamond.
What'd he do to him?
He attacked him.
He turned on him.
What?
He pile drove his own dad onto a chair.
Dang.
And what's worse, that Frank the Tank, who was always a Diamond Cartel enforcer, attacked Scott
Man.
Diamond as well with the cane.
That was that.
Scott
Scott.
Diamond's a big baby face now. Oh man.
That's that was at the birthday bash, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
On his birthday?
Yep.
Got Paul Dro on his birthday, man.
Yeah.
Damn. That ain't
Like it.
right. That ain't right.
It came out of nowhere, Chuck. Like Scott was just trying to congratulate his son. Next thing you know, he gets clothesline, and then out of the blue, Austin gets a chair.
He could have just got him a cake.
No, right?
I mean, yeah.
Get his dad a cake. Instead, he gets him a chair.
Paul,
I think I did the same though.
fuck you, Dad.
If I had the opportunity, I don't know. I don't know if I could power drive my dad, dude. He's fucking huge. Well,
Wait.
he's getting older.
Could you pick him up?
I'd
I
help
can
you.
pick him up.
We'd spike.
Then
Paul
you
Dro.
can spike him.
I come off top.
Hey, if you do that, you also gotta spike Al.
Yeah. We power bomb him. Put a flaming table.
Yes.
Cornette's the other one I can't stand either.
Dude, who would you like to power bomb through a flaming table the most? Donnie Green, Al Steele?
Donnie Green.
Is there anybody that you would
Damn.
want to power bomb through a flaming table more than Donnie Green though?
Cornette.
Cornette.
He deserves it.
Oh God. I couldn't stand him when he was at PCW.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Scott said, and no cake. I can't believe that Austin did it. And he didn't even bring his dad a cake.
Man.
And apparently he was acting like Scott was hogging the spotlight. All Scott was doing was congratulating them and giving them the money.
I think they need to put Austin's hair on the line. They need to have a hair match.
Scott Diamond, you hear that? Hair match. You versus Austin Diamond in a hair match.
Shave Austin's hair off.
That's right.
Or
I like
Frank's.
it.
Oh no, that would be ugly.
To be honest, I didn't see it coming. As soon as Scott got inside the ring and he was
I mean,
raising
who
his
would
boy's
see it
hand.
coming? I mean, it's his dad. I mean, who would see that?
Exactly. And
All
then,
flesh and blood.
and then,
I mean, he lived in his balls at one time.
and also Frank the Tank.
Rent free at that.
That's right. And then Frank the Tank.
And the only time he pulled his weight was goddamn tax season.
Exactly.
I mean,
At some point, you got to turn on your dad, though. Everybody
man,
does.
but he lived in his balls rent free
Exactly.
for years, dude.
And have
And
you,
looked up and was the fastest swimmer.
Scott, he could
And
have.
now he feels like since he was the fastest swimmer, he could power drive his fucking dad.
He could have been shot in the carpet or a napkin or running down somebody's leg.
yeah.
God.
And, he
And
had, and what gets me about the whole thing is like he had a good childhood. It's not like, you know,
Exactly.
It's the same
Scott
thing
was
with,
so
like-
nice to him for years.
he was. Man, got anything you wanted, man. Like,
Exactly. And he was taught how to wrestle
I
by
always
Scott.
see that kid with nachos and Cracker Jacks at every show.
Exactly. And then when he attacked him, he got the mic saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm no longer Scott Diamond's son. I'm Austin Diamond." And
Oh,
I think
man.
everyone already knew that you were
I'd have
Austin
to get my
Diamond.
belt. I'd have to get my belt.
Yeah. If I was Scott, I'd get the belt and I'd whip
I'd
him.
like, put your hand down.
I was like, screw you, Austin.
Scott Diamond, we gotta know: is there any plan for revenge, or like, are you gonna come back at your son? What's the plan?
I mean, he's living your balls rent free, man. If
He
Paul
did.
drove you,
He did, and then he had
if you ain't
tank.
gonna do shit about it,
You gotta do something
you
about
just
it.
gonna let it slide.
Scott Diamond said, "Hell yeah, I'm down. I could beat him. He owes everything to me. I could bust him open the way he did me." That's right, Scott Diamond. He just don't know.
Too. Split him open.
Exactly.
He bust him open too. I saw it.
I would shave his head after I bust him open just
Take
to
his
humiliate him
Xbox.
further.
Take his Xbox.
That's right. Take his
Fuck
Xbox
him.
and
Fuck
take
him.
away his keys.
Take his Xbox. Fuck him.
He forgets.
And
He,
his VR.
he forgets that Scott Diamond taught him everything he knows, but he didn't teach him everything.
Yep.
Eventually, we're going to see Austin Diamond regret what he did. Mark my words.
Be there.
That's right. Because I think what he is that Austin got a big head. He thought that now I got this $1,500. I don't need daddy no more.
Where do you get $1,500 at?
Well, that was the cash prize for the Battle Royal that he won.
Oh, then where's this at?
It was in Nicholasville, Kentucky, January 3rd. Scott Diamond's birthday
missed
bash.
it?
Yep. It was at Elite
Nicholasville?
Wrestling Alliance. Yep. And it was easy. It was at the Coolidge building.
$1,500?
Yep. And when he got the money,
I could.
the first thing he did was
we
attack
could've-
his
I
dad.
got bills after Christmas. I could have got in, you know.
Yeah, you could got him. But then,
I just like to shine, though, man. I can't be taking no heat, man.
but you also got to remember, Frank the Tank was inside that
Oh,
Battle
no,
Royal.
Fuck that shit. Nah, man.
And Frank was
I ain't
We-
taking
in the
no
last
heat.
three.
You and me could have rolled up there, jumped the crowd, threw everybody out.
I just want to come in like participant number 30. Bam, 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 bam. Clean house.
That's right, Scott. Austin
just-
was giving everything.
I just don't like taking heat no more, man. I've done it all these years.
Yeah. After seeing what Frank the Tank
Man,
did
I
the
just,
Party Man
I
Cam
just want
and
to come in and Goldberg, man. I just
Don't get me go there, Kim.
want to shine, man.
Speaking of the Rumble, did you ever win a Rumble or a Battle Royal?
yeah.
Because I remember MWA used to have like
Well,
a
that's
really
how,
big Battle
Well, that's
Royal
how I won the
Rumble.
MWA title.
Oh, really?
nice.
Was a Rumble style.
I remember that. You told us about that. That's a hell of a
Jack
thing.
Black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
This man's been involved in some of the most biggest matches.
yeah.
The Rumble,
Last Rumble
the
I was
War
in,
Games.
I won.
Exactly.
I could have used that $1,500, man.
Yeah.
Scott says, Chuck, he would give you that $1,500 for your coat that he always wanted.
Oh man, deal.
That's right.
Oh
Deal.
man.
So
Because, I mean, think about it. That $1,500 could pay all your bills.
Oh man, Christmas, man. I got
You'd
step
be
kids
settled.
now, man. They expensive, man.
Zach, you'd be settled for
Oh.
life.
I don't know about that, but
He attacked his dad for that money, Chuck.
it'd probably pay my bills, and then we could probably maybe go Golden Corral.
You know,
I mean, that'd be good.
you know a Northside Golden Corral?
Nah, I'd probably go Winchester, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice.
I'm North Side though, man. I'm North Side till I die, but you know. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Quit playing.
What's messed up is that Frank the Tank was supposed to be Scott Diamond's enforcer of so many years.
Man, that was his boy too, man.
Yeah.
For years.
And then he took Scott Diamond's cane and he attacked him after
Scott Diamond's
Austin.
best friend Frank the Tank turned on him.
And walked out with Austin.
And his son that lived rent free. In his balls.
Yes. Exactly.
I want to know who.
That was a bad birthday.
Who
Yes,
did,
it was.
Who did Scott Diamond break this over? Scott Diamond, who did you break this over?
That is a great cane as well.
Yep.
It sucked.
You remember when he was little and wanted your coat? That's what Scott Diamond said, Chuck.
Man, I think
I remember it, man.
everybody wanted that coat, dude. It's slick.
I got
What's
to
it-
wear it one
Where's
time.
it? Where's it at, man?
I used to make money off of him at the merch table.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
What would you do? Let people?
Well, I think
wear
it was
it?
off Scott though. Actually, huh?
Would you let people like wear it for a picture or something?
Sometimes, like we did.
Oh, so is that why you got to work, dude?
Yeah.
So that you could get a picture with Chucky Smooth inside of his mink's coat.
If you're in this house, screw you.
Where's Nice Guy Andy at tonight?
He'll be here.
He'll be here tonight.
Man, man, that motherfucker, he gets me every time, man. He likes to make an appearance. Like,
Yeah.
he always shows up. All besides the first one, like, he was here for my very first one. But every time since then, he likes to pop up and make an entrance.
Yeah.
You'll hear that body full of bum, mama, I got what you
dude.
need in it, and then he'll fucking walk in and be like, what the fuck?
It's like Ric Flair's theme. He just walks in, dude. He just...
But I tell you what, he ain't the one styling and profiling.
Oh, that's true, man.
Yeah, right.
You are the one that's profiling Johnny.
That's right.
Superfly Johnny Lee.
I got many of these. I'm gonna start getting me a fedora soon.
He said his shoulders got too big, so he had to rip the sleeves off.
I see.
That's right.
Yeah, it looks like he's been working out.
Yeah, I work out every day. I've been doing
You need,
push-ups.
you need to work without a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
the
need,
ladies.
you need to show it off like Donnie here. You
That's
burn
right.
yourself.
The ladies love a big man,
Hey,
you
dude, if
know.
Donnie can get by with it, dude, you can get by with it.
Damn
dude.
straight.
Well, I look
Scott-
at it.
Look,
Scott said-
you can tell he oiled himself up for this picture
Dude.
too.
Come on, dude.
He was on that.
He got that at Diddy's, dude.
He was on that
Diddy,
Diddy.
yeah.
That was taken at the Diddy
He
party.
got some Diddy oil.
He changed from his wrestling gear to his
I'm a
white.
bad man.
Scott Diamond said, "Man, I broke so many canes over people's heads, and Chuck, that was my money he was spending at your table."
That's right, yeah, I know.
And yet he turned on his dad because he got 1,500.
Dude, his dad bought his nachos in a Chucky Smooth 4x6 size. And he
Exactly.
drove you on his birthday.
Exactly.
Believe that? That little motherfucker.
That is
audacity.
ungrateful.
He got the audacity.
Yeah. And but there's no telling how he convinced Frank the Tank to help him out.
that's-
Because Frank was Scott Diamond's boy
He
for
probably gave him
years.
about 1,500. He probably cut him in, dog.
That's probably where that 1,500 went. The Frank the Tank.
We probably have to with him or something. I don't know, man. I wasn't there, but
Because Frank was whooping on his ass, and then out of the blue, eliminates himself, and then when Scott Diamond gets out there to give his son the money and also celebrate his win, what happens? The son turns on him, and then out of the blue, I watched Frank the Tank get inside the ring, grab Scott Diamond's cane, and drop down and hit him with it.
it's messed up, man.
It was messed up.
Scott, when you get
That's messed up.
your lick back, we'll celebrate. We'll go to Northside Golden Corral. We'll
And
get
also
the
go
money
to
back.
the midget strip
Club.
club.
Go down to Divas. Or
That's right.
Wherever has the midgets.
Or go to Tijuana, Mexico, where the donkey show is. You ain't lived till you've been to a donkey show.
The sucky thing about Lexington not now, dude, is like there's no sleazy tip bars no more, dude.
I know, right?
You know?
I want the sleeves
Like,
back.
there's no Paradise City. There's no Camelot West.
No
You
Hooters
know,
being
no
fly off.
Regina's.
Dude, what is Paradise
Yeah.
City?
What?
What is?
I can't believe he don't remember.
In my little John voice. What? What?
Where was
Tell me
that?
you didn't just say that.
We just rode, man. Right there, right there. It's up a little bit from where Charlie Seafood is. It was right there on the right, man. Dude, your dad had.
Yo,
Dude, your dad had like 3 bachelor parties there, dude.
Yeah.
nothing's funnier though is the picture. I think it's Donnie's, and he's got the. He's just fucking.
Oh, God.
And he's got the same vaginas forever.
That was Donnie's bachelor party. Yeah, I bought them hats, dude.
Thank you for calling, dude.
That was a great weekend. And what was funny
See you later, brother.
is your dad and Donnie went at each other the whole fucking weekend, dude. They rode each other the whole fucking weekend, dude, and I was there for it.
They always.
I got
do.
them so flipping drunk. We went to the casino. The casino has a bar in it called Boogie Nights, Hollywood Casino.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to go this year. For
And we did a whole
Halloween.
bachelor weekend. Like, we went to the casino both nights. We went to a Reds game. We did this, we did that. But we snuck. I had a flask of bourbon that we took into Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Oh man, hammered.
Oh hell yeah.
And the second night, there was a limo bus pulls up. We just jump on it.
What?
Yeah, it was a limo bus.
That's what I'm talking about.
It had all these neon lights, wet bar.
Damn.
And we were the only ones on it. It drives off, and like it ends up dropping us off at the hotel. Like it wouldn't like a regular cause like the casino had their own like shuttles, like regular buses. This was like a full-fledged. Like it had a bar, it had lights.
They just picked you up.
Don't know. We just got on.
That's what I'm talking about. Though. If they don't ask, it won't hurt them.
Just got on.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, we was
That's
like
how you
Red
live in
Roof.
style,
We was like Red Roof.
What is it? So speaking of Donnie with the Diddy oil, I've been watching. So I watched the first documentary they put out with Diddy.
Yeah.
Now they've come out with a show with the same people that they did the documentary
Is
with.
it the TMZ one?
It's the show's on HBO.
Oh, it's not TMZ.
But
something else.
Yeah, it's the first. So first you got to watch the documentary. It's called like the Monster Diddy. 50 Cent is the one who produced all
Oh
of it.
man, I gotta watch that one.
And then
he's out for Diddy.
he's doing. He did a 5-part episode about him too, and it's with the same people that did like the first documentary.
Ain't no one more petty than 50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's bought all of Ja Rule's concert tickets just so Ja Rule only performs in front of an empty
Yeah, he bought like
concert.
the first 5 or 6 rows.
Bo Adkins says, "Why can't I super chat? Love me some Chucky Smooth. My dad talks about him every time he tells a wrestling story."
We're going to have to accept a super chat soon.
What's a super chat?
That's where they can send you money and also show their support for the guys that come on.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Bo. That's my guy right there, man. Bo was my guy, man. That dude there, man.
Hell yeah.
He trained him and ATM trained together for a long time, man. And man, Bo, man, he had so much potential. But the thing about Bo is just like, I think just life and like his shoot job and stuff kind of.
Yeah,
You
that
know, he
happens.
kind of went, the other way. But, man, he was a little guy, man. But, dude, the kid was so respectful. And, like, he could work.
Yeah.
What was his ring name?
I think it started off as Bo Atkins, and then it was, like, Castle Bond, I think, at one
You
time.
got any matches on him?
I don't know.
You said ATM. I remember ATM.
Yeah.
I seen him a couple of years ago.
Scott's been to the donkey shows. So he can verify, B, you ain't lived till you been to a donkey show.
I heard about them, Tijuana.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's a life-changing experience.
I'm sure it is.
I've only ever been to one strip club, and it was in Mexico. San
I've been
Felipe.
to
I went
Maybe
to one
two
in,
of
I went
them.
to one in Jamaica one time, and once we got there, we realized it was not only a tit club,
yeah.
but it was also a brothel.
Oh, nice. Not only is it a tit club, but you can get your dick with.
Oh man, I was like, no, I'm good.
Oh, as soon as you realize,
Not in this foreign country. I don't know what the fuck.
Exactly.
No.
Because you don't know if they're clean or not.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm good.
I would have preferred just seeing the titties.
I mean, they were beautiful women that worked there, man. But I was like, no.
Yeah, and also you just came for the nudie. You didn't come for the
Man, Chucky's
brothel
smooth.
style.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah,
Tuffy.
Bob Murdoch.
And Tuffy.
and Tuffy.
He chopped the shit out of Murdoch.
Hey, I took a chop from Tuffy
Oh,
recently.
When did Murdoch get out of the stop wrestling?
I couldn't tell you. Like, he was on and off the whole time he wrestled, really.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that his wrestling name is Bo Bond.
Yeah.
Bo Bond.
But yeah, Bob Murdoch looked like he was a good one too. It's just that he was on and off. The NWA had so many great talent that came through its doors. Not just the ones that we know today, but the
Like
ones
I
that came
said,
before that.
We were just a generation of it. There's way more.
Exactly. And a lot of those guys, they worked so damn well. Like today's people in Kentucky, they don't understand. If you want wrestling, the NWA had you covered.
Tito, who told me they seen Tito though? Somebody told me they seen
It was Donnie Green.
Donnie Green, yeah.
Donnie Green said he recently ran into Tito. And that they got into a conversation. Donnie Green said that he's trying to get back into wrestling, Chuck. Do you believe him?
Fuck no, he's full of shit.
Scott Diamond said that Bob quit in 2014 to 2015. So he was in it for a pretty good decent time before hanging it up for good.
Who's that? Alan Tito
I think so, yeah.
against Bo and Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're watching a match. I don't know if you're still on here, but Bo Adkins. We're watching a match with you and Bob Murdoch versus Tito and Al Steele.
Exactly. And look at Al Steele. Look at how much different he looked.
He still looks gay. Let's say that loud.
Hey, just so you know.
And what was funny is what was so funny about Al is like me and Bear, like we shaved our heads because like we got receding hairlines.
Yeah.
And Al shaved his head for no reason at all. Like he's got good hair.
And then he grew it back out.
Yeah.
He was bald for a couple, and then he got like skinnier because of the surgery and grew it back out.
Exactly.
Who knew?
And I hear that he's still trying to turn on you, Chuck.
Man, he would turn on me tomorrow.
Yeah. he said that he don't care about wrestling. He'll turn on you if he has to. He'll take a chair to you.
He's dirty.
He is. I bet that he's contemplating how he's going to turn on you the next day.
Oh yeah.
He probably tuned in tonight listening just like, oh, that Chucky, I'm going to attack him tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. So, I'm riding to the show one day. It's me, Uncle Al, and my cousin, Jonathan, Uncle Al's son. And he tells Uncle Al, you should turn on Chuck. I swear. He told, and I remember it was that night that he came out with that chair and fucking smoked you.
Damn.
Dude, I'll never read the Kentucky Colonel again, dude.
Shout out the Kentucky Colonel. But
No, it's trash. Little bastard.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember him telling.
Kentucky Colonel.
Upset.
Jonathan Bruner, man, he's a great writer, man.
That's right.
In my mind, I was upset toward him. I didn't think it was actually gonna happen though, and then it fucking happened.
Yeah.
Like clockwork, man.
First rule of wrestling: never trust a fucking steel when he says that he's not going to turn on someone.
Don't trust. Well, Bmoney is a good one, but
yeah, he's a good one.
Al Bear, don't trust none of them, man.
Exactly.
Bear steal your wrestlers, dude. And Al blindside you with a chair, dude. I mean, I don't know.
Well, according to Mama
I don't know.
Bruner,
I always thought Joyce was a good parent, but I'm just having doubts, man.
We're gonna have. Hopefully, we're gonna have her on the show.
Hell yeah, we will.
Why, dude? All she's gonna say is booty. You got good booty. Booty's my favorite.
Shane Barker.
Booty's my favorite.
Tell them about the night the rope broke on you, Chuck.
Oh God!
That's what Scott said.
Let's see. Well, what the funny thing about that night is, like, I wasn't booked. Like, I wasn't supposed to work.
Yeah.
Well, I forget who it was. Whoever was supposed to have been tagging with Stan canceled. They couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So Larry hits me up on like a Thursday or Friday. Hey man,
that's how a lot of these stories start. Larry,
and I was so happy. Like I was so happy I had a weekend off of wrestling. I was like, man, I'm glad I ain't gonna work this weekend. So Larry hits me up like on a Thursday or Friday. He's like, hey man, what you doing Sunday? Watching football? Why? You think you can come down and work tag with Stan? I was like, I don't care because it's a tag match, hopefully,
That's right.
So, we're main event. Like, everybody's sitting them ropes all damn night. So, we get in there. It's me and Stan. We tagged against Larry and Brandon Taggart.
Yeah.
So, man, we get in there, man. Brady Taggart shoots me off. I hit the ropes, and I duck through his clothesline. And when I hit, I go over the top. And I, put my elbow over the top. And, that's what you're talking day one. It's day one shit.
Always hook the rope.
Yeah. And so I flip over, and when I flip, the back of my head hits the back of the apron.
Oh, shit.
And, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was out.
Damn.
And wanted to continue the match, and they wouldn't let me. And what happened was I don't know if it's all ring, but Larry's ring, it's cable, metal cable, and it has insulation, and it's got electrical tape.
Yeah, that ring's was actually Uncle Al's, so that's one we would set up in the backyard. Yeah.
That's the one we owned, KCW ring.
Yeah. I guess you could say Al Steele was still trying to fuck on you.
Oh, he probably just want to loosen the bolts on him.
Exactly.
So, and what happened is the cable was going to this clamp, and the clamp has nuts, and they tighten down. But what happened is they come out of the clamp.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And y'all didn't know it.
I remember. I don't know what year this would have been, but I think you had a really good match with somebody. I think you lost. It might have been Larry. But after it, you're down, out cold, and Daryl comes up to you and just pours ice cold water right on your face or on your head, dude. And I could tell you was like, oh hell no.
I don't doubt it.
It was at the bingo hall when PTW was there. I can't remember what match it was or he was wrestling. I think it was Larry, because that's when he was really big, he was the guy at PTW then.
So
that's
Larry
right.
was always the guy.
I think it was the summer of 2016, because we would go all the time.
Yeah.
That's when Rhino came, I think, and then we went to a couple other shows.
Hell yeah. And now PTW is Generation X Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Which we got to be a part of the bar brawls. No titties, sadly.
Is it this Friday? Is that your show?
Yep, it's this Friday.
Where's it at?
It's Indiana, I think.
Yep, Cynthiana, Kentucky. That's their home promotion area. And they're going to be having a show, and it's going to have Zodiac teaming up with Drew Dillinger, which is a hell of a team up. Because Zodiac also made his mask. The Hate Child, the Ghost
Zodiac gonna be hitting that retirement tour for too long.
Dude, yeah, how long's he been working?
Since about, going on 20-something plus years.
Well, he started way before I did, but he's probably about my age, I think.
Yeah, because when he started, his gimmick was different.
Yeah. Oh, it's come a long way, that whole Zodiac deal, man. And where he does his own shit now.
Yeah.
His fucking shit looks amazing, dude.
Exactly, because
I think you were the one who said you had a body bag match with him, didn't you?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's actually on
dude,
here.
It was a shoot body bag. He bought it off Marketplace. It was come from an actual morgue or
It had actual dead people inside of it, baby.
And he wants to stuff you inside.
But it was good for entertainment.
We ended up watching the match. I think you beat him, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's because he wasn't going to be stuffed inside no damn body bag.
For real body bag, man. That gave me chills, man.
We'd probably get Jess to bring you back to life or something.
Yeah,
man.
We could. We actually had her on for the Spooktacular, and we made
I don't do all that
jars.
shit, man. I don't do all that, man.
Hey, it's protected, brother. It protects us.
I don't like be seeing shit I ain't supposed to be seeing, man.
Hey.
I don't do all that ghosts and spirits. And
Scott Diamond had a ghost experience.
Dude, I sleep with a nightlight on.
What kind is it? You got a Hulkster nightlight?
Is it a Hulkster? Does it eat its prayers?
You're going to make fun of me, man.
Oh, come on. Tell us, brother.
We ain't going to get into that.
We wouldn't make fun of you for a nightlight.
Man. I ain't into all that ghosts and goblins and shit. I like to trick or treat.
Yeah.
I ain't into all that.
You always have a dope Halloween something going on at your house.
He does.
And then y'all are always going to boogie nights. The video, I love it. I love when October rounds, and I know it's around because the video of Andre the Giant going through the window
Dude,
comes up.
then the funny thing about that video It's like he is forever known for that now. Like he is like I've had people come to me and like, dude, that dude that went out the window, dude, that shit was classic. I'm like, didn't even know Jesse. And the funny thing about it is, like, I come up with that costume for him. I was like, dude, you should be Andre the Giant, dude. I was like, it would be. You look like you. You got the dark curly hair. You're fucking big as fuck, dude. I said, I got a black singlet. I said, we can roll the one strap down. And I felt so bad. I'm basically the cause of the fucking reason he went out the fucking window.
Yeah, you're on snap.
Yeah, if I had never hauled his dame, he would have never got up. So as soon as this big muffler gets up, this bus driver goes around the corner, dude, and he just...
and then, dude, it takes like half a second for you to realize, and then you go, oh, we went through the window, and the video stops.
And then look, and the funny part is I started back, and there's another clip. I started back, and I started singing, to the window, to the wall. Everybody starts singing on the bus. Till the sweat goes down my balls. Oh, man, it was so funny. And, dude, like, he gets off the bus, and, like, you don't even tell nobody, like...
Oh, yeah, so y'all just got off
and got the bus.
Hey.
And this big mother got glass in his back, he's bleeding, and... Oh, yeah, dude, that was a classic. That was a classic Halloween night, man.
Exactly.
Dude, hopefully we get to go to Boogie Nights next year.
Oh, man, it's a good time, dude.
Hell yeah. Hey, B, you gonna be joining me and Leon next Sunday for, well, not this Sunday come, but the next Sunday after, for a sip with the supernatural.
So who's this?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Because we're gonna be talking about
this
ghosts.
Parker?
I'll be in.
Hell yeah. This is
Oh, that's Bo Bond. That's Bo there.
Yep.
Okay.
Vaughn, Chaos, and Parker.
Okay, oh God.
Of course, the Greens and Steels are working together. Look at this.
Yeah,
and every time they're fighting each other.
Oh no, let's suck each other off. Yeah. Oh, he drop kicked us.
It failed. It failed to make them happy. They had a circle jerk.
Who's this guy right here?
I'm anxious to see who takes this heat between the three of them.
I think the guy inside the blue is Casey Chaos, isn't it?
Oh, they can't even pick him up. There he goes.
Because one of them is Parker.
No, that's
They
Casey
struggle.
Chaos in the gray right there.
That was a good look for Casey right there. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. And that's Parker right there on the corner with him.
Daryl.
Yep, Daryl. Look at that. Look at that, B. The Steels and Greens working together. Ain't that a happy look for them?
Yeah, that's a happy look for him, ain't it, Chuck?
Happier day.
Of course, they got buried doing all the work.
Of course.
How did he goose him? Oh, he goosed him. It's a sterling thing.
Oh, and his nipples.
Oh, God. He giving a purple nurple. And here comes Al.
God,
Al's still getting purple nurple. Oh, now. Uh-oh. Your nipple. oh, nose grip.
That's good shit.
Now, that's how you work the crowd. Look at Bear get mad and hostile, like, stop grabbing his nose. That's my job.
Parker's so good.
Yes, he is.
Hey, don't even break a sweat.
From what I've seen, he's been one of those guys that was underrated. His work ethic speaks for itself. Oh, look at that. He's picked up Bear. Bears. Get airplane spin.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, damn.
I'd be calling that spot.
Damn.
A bear's drunk. He's drunk. I think that's what causes hurting you.
I'd be calling that spot off.
He probably watched that.
Or as Donnie likes to call it, the circumcision.
Yeah. I'd have puked.
Exactly. And now Al's out there because he saw the spin and he's like, fuck that. I'm going to just sit down here. I got dizzy. And you know, it's funny because the Greens and Steels are a legacy. Because we had Bobby Green Sr. in here. And I wish that we could have met Donnie Green Sr., but he's long since left this world. But the Greens and the Steels, they're one of the biggest family names around Kentucky wrestling. Like Lexi Green, she's carrying that name proud.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that we got to have her.
Well, the thing about the
and
Greens is, I mean, you got 2 generations with the Greens, man, which is, really cool.
Exactly. And Lexi Green's been carrying the name with
That's
proud.
great, man. She's come a long way. I love her. That's my girl.
Sure has.
She's done
Every
real
time
good.
we see her,
Last time I told her, I was like, "You come so far." Like this motherfucker here, dude. Just like
Of course
I
he
said,
pops
dude.
it.
Every time I'm here, dude. I was that's the first time I was here. He likes to make an appearance.
Exactly.
Like like
He's always got to make
seen,
an appearance.
dude. I
Hey,
know.
run into the match. How
But
you doing, Chucky?
I'm good, buddy. How you, man?
I'm good. Like that
Was-
hoodie. Was that a hoodie?
Thank
got
you.
on?
Yeah,
that's a
thanks,
great,
man.
that's a great suit.
Was,
Hey.
was your ears burning a while ago?
I bet that
No,
was.
I had, my son had a ball game. So
I'm talking about, was your ears burning though? a
Was
while
y'all talking
ago?
about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you always make an appearance
That's fine.
late.
Did they win tonight?
No, they lost.
Who'd they play?
They played Leestown.
How'd they lose, Andy?
They lost by 6 points.
Who's he play for? Station?
Plays Broad Station Middle, yeah.
How'd he lose, Andy?
Ah,
Because your son's a great at 3-pointers.
he played really good. He played really good. I think he ended up with 12 points, I think.
Good man.
Yeah, 12 points.
That
He
ain't
had-
bad at all.
He had a bunch of rebounds. And had
He's
some
an aggressive player, man.
had some really good, smart assists. Really good smart
If we
assists.
could just keep him from jumping that snap count in football.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays
Hey,
football
man.
good, too.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him.
He plays defense on football,
I've
too. He
seen
plays
him.
a lot of
Exactly.
defense in
Plays defensive end.
he plays a lot of defense in basketball, too. So he's very
If he can get that
defensive.
snap count down, I can't wait till he gets to high school, man. He's gonna
That's right.
do some things, man.
I hope he wants to play football in high school.
I hope he does too, man. They got JT over there now, man. They got
Yeah.
Is he
No.
wanting to choose like one over the other, like basketball over?
He likes playing both. He loves
Get
playing.
both.
He loves playing both, but he
Nice.
Get a ski.
yeah.
Damn.
Yep, got the
There's
ski.
one in there. You want one?
No, I just hadn't seen one, and
You know why we got the skis? Because
What's that?
we got water, we got LA's, and we got the skis
I've
to
heard
go
a
with
lot of
it.
people, like Uncle Al told me that they've like completely stopped drinking Cokes because this is just better.
This is good, man. This is really good. It's like it's kind of like Mountain Dew used to taste back in the day.
yeah,
Mountain Dew's
he's
kind
old, man.
of changed their it's changed
Yeah.
its taste up. I
Like the
don't know.
Kentucky Headhunters, man. Style
yeah.
burger fries and a bottle of ski.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I thought they were. I think it was bottled in Kentucky for a while, but I don't think it's bottled in Kentucky anymore.
Huh.
Yeah,
It should be.
yeah.
But like right now we're watching the Greens and Steels team up together.
Yeah,
What you think about that, Andy?
I loved watching these guys. KCW was my favorite.
Kentucky Championship
And
Wrestling.
y'all had your own little promotion over there, and y'all did it for a while. Y'all did it for how long? Did y'all do it for like a year or two?
No, it was longer than that. It was well, it started out with Bear and Al,
Yeah.
and then I took over and ran it for about another 4 years. So it was probably about
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, the Greens were there a lot, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I love
Oh,
when
yeah.
that y'all just ran out of Lexington though, didn't you? Y'all didn't run anywhere else, did you?
No, yeah, Lexington was it because that was our town. Everybody knew us. That was like our big draw. Was like
I love taking the kids to come out there and see
everybody
you
that
guys.
we knew. Like we knew you guys and like so many other people. Man, it was just
Yeah.
it grew big, and I never will forget.
That's where I met Sean at the KCW.
We
Heck
had
yeah.
we get built up to it. It was a street fight between me and Al against the Greens.
Yeah.
At the Ice Center, and we packed that motherfucker.
The Ice Center always gets good packed shows, and then they start raising the rent on you guys. and
Yeah.
y'all,
Oh, yeah, that's what
y'all
happened.
move somewhere else, and it's like,
But people's had like it was packed.
yeah, it was
Like we
yeah.
had 400 people in that.
Yeah, I remember it was there.
And the owner was like, was sweating out he was tripping out about the fire, because you can only have so many.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know?
like a capacity.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Y'all had everybody there, and then there was everybody
Yeah.
skating,
Yeah,
and then there was other people on the other side playing basketball. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was packed.
So the
And,
whole
like,
place was packed.
I drove my Cadillac in, and when I drove my Cadillac in, that fucking place went fucking crazy. And we
Man.
got out, we started right there. Boom! As soon as I got out of the car, boom, 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 and like, man, it was. Yeah.
It was
what I'm talking
incredible.
about.
When y'all were over there, it was incredible. Lexington needs a promotion so bad. I think it would draw so much. Lexington always draws. Like when New South Wrestling did their show over there at the Ice, they did like 3 or 4 shows over the Ice Center, and it just draws like crazy. I just
Yeah, that's
love it.
right.
It's just hard to find venues.
There's no place
man.
to put a show on.
That's
here.
the worst feeling too, because Lexington never has a venue that you can afford and run shows in. Because if you do, they didn't raise the price, so that they get cut.
Y'all did a couple shows over there at Constitution Park in the football
for the fundraiser. We did a fundraiser where we coached girls fast pitch over there.
Yeah.
And one year we actually bought a heart defibrillator for the league.
Yeah.
We raised like
I remember I was at that show.
We raised like over $2,000 and we bought a heart defibrillator. Like you could buy them like Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like somebody somewhere, it wasn't in Kentucky, but somewhere a girl had got hit with a softball.
Yeah.
And died.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man!
So the president of the league, we had brought it up, and we was like, "Well, we won't do the show. We'll just buy one."
Yeah, they set up the damn ring right in the middle of the baseball field and did a freaking show. It was after a baseball game, wasn't it?
No, it was the day when
they
there
do
was
their
nothing going on.
fun thing at the end of the year or
Yeah,
whatever.
fun-
So
family
my
fun
sister
day.
was actually on the team and stuff, so we would see them a lot. Yeah, you coached the team too.
Yeah,
with
me
Dad,
Bear
and
now.
them. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Mark Tipton and Big Brown and
I forgot Mark coach.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's fun days, man. Fun days.
Yeah, man.
I wish you guys would promote it still. Yeah, I wish y'all guys would still be promoting.
Exactly.
Like I said, it just
KCW
finding a
back.
venue, trying to find a venue.
Oh yeah, it was there's no place. It just seems like there would be somewhere in Lexington. I guess because the schools don't allow it at all.
Well, my big thing was like Larry. The thing with Larry and like why he succeeds like he does is like he has a family. He has a team of people, just like Roger. Like he has people that buys in and like takes the ring down, helps promote.
Yeah.
Puts out chairs. Like I was doing like 70-80% of
Yeah, all yourself. Yeah, and then
I was pulling the ring to the show. Like we was putting it up.
set
You
up
didn't have a team at all.
Bought concession. Made sure we had change for concession. Paid the taxes. Called the state about, hey, we're gonna have this show on this date. Put out posters. Put it on. I think back then it was MySpace.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
And
lot.
it was like, man, it just got too much. And like on a Sunday night, we ran on Sundays, and like, man, I had to work on Monday, so man, I wasn't getting home till like 2:00.
Yeah.
By the time we get everything put up, and then I had to store the ring in Nicholasville.
Yeah.
And like by the time I got the ring put up and back into this barn and locked up, man, and got home, like
You need a
had to
fucking
be up
team.
in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like it just got.
Yeah.
And then like for like 4 Christmases straight, we ran on Christmas night.
Yeah, you kind of gotta have.
We did Christmas night shows, and dude, they drew like crazy. The Christmas
That was
night
commitment.
shows did.
It'd be nice to have a place that you can just set up the ring and have a show every. Like I wish I had a place I could just set up a ring and then like bring promotions into town and let them.
Well, it was not only that. It's like you could do a wrestling school thing where you could train and you can make money and you can pay the rent with and it's like Roger Ruffin does, man. Like he's prime example,
Exactly.
man. He's the blueprint of wrestling promoter. Like he finds the best venues. Like his wrestling schools are proven wrestling schools that like people have went on to WWE, New Japan, blah blah blah.
That's right.
Like he puts that out there, and like he has kids. Like it's like, and what's funny about Roger's promotion, man? It's like you got generations, man. You got it went from Rob and Angel and Abyss, and then it was like Jay and like the Thugs, and now it's like Adam Swayze, and it's like it's it's generation.
Big
Adam
Mama.
Swayze rules.
Yeah,
Big Mama, she's the.
Oh yes.
Mama.
Yeah, she's a star, dude. We
man.
post stuff of hers on our Facebook page. It blows completely crazy. It blows up. Like we get thousands and thousands and thousands.
yes,
I
we
love
do.
that. And I love that for her, dude. Because not only is she a good
She's
wrestler,
awesome.
dude, she's a good person.
That's right.
She is.
Outside of the whole Big Mama gimmick, like she's a good person.
I got a chance to talk to her down at Appalachian Mountain Wrestling back last year,
Yep.
and she's just
She keeps Roger grounded. I think it's what
Oh
he
yeah,
needs.
yeah.
She's an amazing heel.
Oh, yes, she
By
is.
the way, amazing heel.
She's a great
Her,
champion.
dude. Her and Roger.
Yes, she is.
together I remember watching them a couple times in the PTW days, and dude, they were great heels.
I've worked with her several times. Her and Roger both.
Yeah, she's great. She's a great champion. She's a NWA TV champion,
Yep.
right?
She is. And also, I'd like to send prayers to Jesse Jones, a.k.a. Tracy Smothers' daughter.
Oh yeah.
get well soon because she got breast cancer.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
Prayers.
Prayers to her.
To her. Yeah.
Because her and Big Mama had a hell of a match at Appalachian Mountain Wrestling earlier in 2024.
This was at the out there by the airport, right?
Nah, this is Fanny Bush.
It looks like it's set up about the same.
It is. It's just the same type of gymnasium, kind of old school gymnasium.
Yeah, because they had
this is Fanny Bush Elementary in Winchester, right here.
Oh, okay.
And you can
But
tell
it's
which
similar.
one's
You're
out.
right. It's similar.
It's very similar because they had the window over here, and
Mhm. Well, the thing that the Armory in Lexington had the big bird's nest window. Remember?
oh yeah, at the top.
Yeah.
I thought they had one like that at Sterling too. I thought in the Armory in Sterling you came in the doors and then you walk upstairs and that's where
Armory in Sterling? Man, I wouldn't know Armory in Sterling, no.
No, you're probably talking about
or
Lexington.
wait,
He's probably talking about
was
Lexington.
it? Where did we have? We had my papaw when he got cancer.
It was at the airport, at Lexington Airport.
Yeah.
That was Lexington.
That's where we had ours.
Yep.
Oh.
Armory in Lexington. Yeah.
It seems like it's out in the country.
I don't know why. Yeah, it always
At the
felt
boonies.
Like, it always felt like it was such a far drive.
It does seem like it's out in the country because it's right there on that country road, and then
Man of War.
right next door
Man of
is
War, yeah.
Man of War, and then you got that little country road that's right beside it. I don't know.
Right across the street is
Yet
like
it's still in
the
Lexington.
police department shooting range is back
Oh
there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that Lexington still had shows
I
where
wish-
wrestlers could run.
Well, like I didn't know it when we at the time, but like way before that we wrestled there, like people wrestled there way back in the day. Like Randy said, like the Poffos, like they ran their promotion there and stuff. Like I never even
Nice.
knew that.
Yeah.
and that's history, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
ICW.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they sure did.
I wish that we
And
could have...
the reason we got that building was like the maintenance guy that like did the cleaning up and all that stuff knew your pawpaw.
Yeah.
Played softball with him. And like I think that's how we got the building. I think it was like it wasn't too bad rent wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish the Ice Center would be more okay about running.
Exactly. Because that was a hell of shows that we witnessed
I've
at New
seen
South
some
as
really
well.
good wrestling shows at the Ice Center. Really good ones.
Or it's like the what is it? Does the MMA does something in Rep Arena in like the convention halls and stuff like that?
I don't know why they don't. Kentucky Lexington don't have like a place that's like a. They could have built it down there when they built the Rep Arenas, the convention centers down there. Something that's like a community hall like that people that can
Yeah.
that can rent for cheap, and put on shows and
It makes you wonder why they haven't already, because that sounds like a damn good building to have.
I think Lexington needs a Macho Man statue downtown.
Exactly. Either with Macho Man or with his brother and his father as well.
Yeah, all three of them maybe. They needs to be downtown somewhere, right in front of the Rep Arena or something.
Exactly. Especially because Macho Man has rich history here in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm surprised no one's ever tried to do that.
So I guess you're going to be announcing for the football team again next year?
Well, if they had me back,
Yeah.
as far as I know, I am.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I love it, man. I had so much fun this year, and me and JT went up to the stadium last Friday. They did it was an honorary thing for the Belfry coach that had died in a car wreck, like legendary coach.
Oh, yeah.
Died in a car wreck, man.
Really?
Yeah. And we turned the stadium lights on. There was like maybe 45 to 50 other high schools in Kentucky joined in. They turned their lights on at 7:30 kickoff time on a Friday night.
Really?
We went up there and turned the lights on just in his memory. And Philip Haywood was his name.
Okay.
And he's like the all-time winningest coach.
In Kentucky?
Yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you coach at?
Belfry.
Belfry.
Yeah. But I didn't know, like, when he started his career, he was an assistant at Tate's Creek, like in the early 70s.
Yeah. Did you play football there?
Yeah. I played in the late 90s.
Bryan Station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid to late 90s.
Yeah. Who asked you to come back to announce? Like, how did that happen?
It was JT.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I came in, I met Coach Hawkins, and it went from there. And, like, I I downloaded it's like a DJ app on my laptop. Like I've got all kinds of great stuff on there, and like we partied all fall long out there. I mean, like everybody would tell me, you got a great atmosphere going on. Like you play the old school music.
I love coming to y'all's games. I came to a few of y'all's games.
Yeah, so it was.
You called a few of our games.
Yeah, well, I did one. I did your all's 8th grade night.
Yeah, 8th grade.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because I had seen a couple of parents at the Station Douglas football game. It was on a Saturday. And they was like, can you come to our 8th grade night? We'd love to have you,
That's cool, yeah.
It was cool.
You took a couple pictures when I was down there.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sent them to me. That was,
yeah.
Thank
but
you
I
very
have
much.
an absolute blast with it. I think we're going to do a little bit of work to the press box maybe this summer. And
yeah.
we got a new coach, which is an alumnus of Bryan Station, JT. I played football with him. He was a defensive back at Louisville.
Yeah.
Great guy, loves Bryan Station. All about Bryan Station, man. I'm ready for the fall. Man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's go kick some ass.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Is Hawkins still there? Or?
No, Hawkins went to Henry Clay.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I went to Henry Clay High School.
You got a good
I
coach,
did too.
man.
I graduated Henry
He's
Clay
a
High
good
School.
one.
Nice. I mean, Henry Clay,
Best of luck to Coach Hawkins.
Blue Devils. Like last time I was in Henry Clay was 2008.
I hated, Coach Hawkins left because I had built a relationship with Coach Hawkins, but, I think he kind of opened the door for JT, man. So, I think it's kind of cool. So.
I remember when they brought Hawkins in, it was like my senior year.
We were trash can juice, dude. We were horrible. We didn't win a game for.
Dude, he came in and fucking took over, man.
And that's what he's known for,
Got
man.
a nice looking stadium.
Oh yeah, and then I'm not, I haven't talked to Coach, but that was probably a big reason he went to Henry Clay is like they're getting a new school, new stadium, because you got to think, Bashir is a Henry Clay alum.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
I didn't know that at all.
Oh yeah, they're getting like $150 million.
Henry Clay.
They need it. They need it too because they're probably the oldest school.
I mean, it won't be completed until like 28. I think is what they're saying.
What, they tearing down the old one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they have their stadium is.
Oh, they're getting new everything.
No.
From what I'm hearing, they're getting new everything.
I was talking about Bryan State. I mean, Bryan Station has a really nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
But Henry Clay has a
back
terrible.
when
hill.
y'all played. They had like a.
Oh, it was
stadium.
horrible.
Hell, it was old when I was there.
Oh, he told me it was cool.
I was
It
there
was
in '92.
horrible.
It was an old fucking stadium when I was there.
And it was still old when I was there.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Compared to what they have now, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, their field is so nice now. They got a field house. It's got a weight room.
Station's fairly new. It was renovated in 2012?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew that Andy Bashir was a Henry Clay High School alum.
Yeah, he's alone.
I never even knew.
I think he was like 98, maybe 99, something
Really?
like that.
Dang.
But did you know
That makes us look stupid, don't it?
Yeah.
Did you know the Frazier brothers that played football at?
I knew of them. I don't know them.
So
They went to Ohio, Akron.
Akron.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
in Akron now.
Yeah.
They,
Are they still there?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Good
They're
deal.
twin
They were
brothers. Let me tell you,
They played on the state championship team.
the biggest genetic freaks I've ever met.
Yeah.
They are insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, like one of them's calves are like that big around, dude. Like they're ends. I trust. So they both wrestled, but one was he was in the 215 weight class. It's not a very. I'm not gonna say he wasn't like a bad wrestler, but 215, it's not a very skilled weight class.
Yeah, I get it.
And he was just so strong that he could just muscle people. But that's also what got him beat too.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really have no skill. He just muscled people.
Yeah.
But dude, he was so strong.
Solid.
He was a genetic freak.
One time I tried to wrestle him. I came back and I was just wrestling with him, and I shoot in on a single leg, and I got it, and I'm turning the corner, and then he sprawls out. And when he sprawls out, he like jumps and lands, and the side of my head smacks the mat, and blood just starts pouring out my nose.
Damn.
Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done wrestling you.
He did you. He did a professional wrestling move on you.
I mean, they're probably like 6'3", 215 pounds of solid
How'd we end
muscle.
up on this Legends match right here?
Bobby Blade versus Ray the Bear.
Oh, this is an up and down match right here.
Yep. This is a legend.
When was this? Last week? It looks like this was last week.
I know, right?
I think it's in like Flemensburg.
That's NWA right there.
2010.
It's Flemensburg.
Oh, 2010. That's freaking. What was that? Like 15 years ago? That's crazy. Ain't it crazy?
I think it's Flemensburg Gymnasium.
How time flies. Man.
Andy, where's the sleazy bars at anymore?
Sleazy
The sleazy
bars.
clubs,
Sleazy
Dude,
club.
he
the
don't
tits.
He did not listen.
I don't go to that stuff.
He didn't know about Paradise City. Never heard
Oh,
of
Paradise
it.
City. It used to be on Winchester
He
Road.
never-
That's
heard
our
of it.
sleeve.
Yeah,
Young Grasshopper.
right there.
over
It's closed now, ain't it? I guess there's
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing there now.
That's what I was talking about. I was like, there's no sleazy tit bars in Lexington anymore.
There used to be Camelot East and Camelot West was
Regina's.
the worst. Regina's. They had the
Ain't got that
clubhouse,
no more,
There's
dude.
strippers out there.
They had a little
banging.
Clubhouse wasn't trashy,
but it was on the other side of town. It was like
Yeah.
that was the only one that was
Nicholasville
ever
Road.
on the south
There
side
was,
of
there
town.
was
Nicholasville
East
Road.
and West.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the West.
This was over Sales Road, Alexandria.
Yeah, that
So that
was.
tells you anything.
Yeah, the girls over there had bullet wound
Oh,
scars.
pregnant.
That's right.
Pregnant, bullet wound scars.
They
C-section.
repping that club, bro.
C-section.
Stretch marks, boy.
Rep that goose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripping for food stamps.
You had to go for the classy joints.
They accept EBTs in there.
Oh,
Camelot
yeah.
East. There
Yeah.
was Paradise
3 for
City.
1.
The strip club in Mexico, all the walls were plywood painted black. So I was like, this is
You got it good.
sketchy, dude.
Yeah, that's a good place.
You're in another country. Like I could, like I said, the one in Jamaica, Club Taboo.
It was a brothel as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think something. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, for the right price.
I had some good times in the ones in Lexington. Those.
Oh, yeah, many.
Oh, yeah.
Many stories.
Yeah.
Lots of good. That's why I wish that we still had the sleazy clubs around.
I went to a bachelor party one time there at Regina's, I think it was. Regina's there where the Ponderosa used to be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Regina's.
We closed it down and had 40 cops there opening night. Caused that motherfucker down. Big fight.
Yeah, that's
Opening
crazy.
night at Regina's, man.
That's
Welcome to
crazy.
Lexington.
That's right.
I ain't never seen as many cops before in my life, man.
It ain't Lexington if there ain't no fight.
Oh, man, it was crazy.
There was a.
Well, it's not called Regina's anymore.
Talk
is it?
about pandemonium.
It's not called Regina's anymore over there, I don't think.
No, it's...
I rolled up to Austin City my 21st, and
remember.
there was cops taking somebody away. Just got in a fight.
Well, you got
They
the
rolled
Pony
off.
now, is where Deja Vu
Yep,
used
Lexington
to be.
Pony.
Deja Vu.
I can't remember what the one
We
across
got
the street
Divas as well.
Cowgirl.
Divas, that's
That's
Regina's.
it.
Divas.
Yeah, that's it.
Divas
I
is
went there.
Regina's.
Actually, I've been there twice now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still pretty
What'd you
sketchy.
think? What'd you think?
They don't serve
I mean,
liquor
they
there.
had one or two hot girls. Then the rest, my God.
You got to go there for lunch.
Yeah.
I had
Hey,
a friend that used to go to out there to Pure Gold for lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Those,
they
they
had a
actually
lunch
used to have
buffet.
it. was good.
They had a lunch
I
buffet.
did.
Yeah, he said you couldn't beat it, man. He said
It was
they had,
legitimate.
they had a lunch buffet and he had the he
fuck,
said
I wish
they
I
had the
could.
best wings and stuff, steak and everything.
And
on that
steak and
buffet.
everything.
Yeah.
It sure did.
Fire.
Well, that makes me wish I could go there.
Steak and titties ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's right. You
Yeah.
can't beat that. Steak, titties, and beer.
I was at Regina's one night on stripping acid on fucking allegedly Regina's in a bachelor party. I was
Could you imagine being on Carter
Crazy.
Road and just fucking cut into a steak and be like,
yeah
he's made one.
yeah.
Send it back. Send it back.
Yeah.
Little pink,
right.
little pink in the middle. Little pink
Hey,
in the
honey.
middle. Send it back.
Get your titty out of my sour cream.
That's right. Let me see them titties, baby. I mean, titties, beer, and steak. You can't
Hey,
beat that.
man. Hey, it's
That's the American
man
dream.
shit.
Some of them don't.
That's man shit.
Does Regina's and Pony and them, do they serve liquor now? I know
I don't
back in the
think
day they
so.
weren't serving liquor.
I don't know.
I think there's only one club in Lexington that's like 18 and up. I think it's Pony.
It is the
and that's
Pony.
the only one. I
Diva
think.
serves me alcohol.
And that was what? Deja Vu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I went to Divas, they were serving me alcohol. I had me Bud Lights. I was drinking and watching the
Oh,
show.
you had
We
to be
the
drunk to
football
be that
game on.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You had to be drunk to be up that motherfucker.
Yes.
You had
Hey,
to be drunk before you went.
I will give them credit. There was at least one hot bitch.
Why'd they put all the strip clubs so close to Bryan Station Inn and the Catalina Motel? What's up with that?
They attract the best girls.
Catalina Motel used to be nice back in the day.
I seen a picture of it in like the 70s.
They used to have
It was
that
cool.
sign out there. Remember they had that sign out there that looked like
Vegas.
yeah, it looked like Vegas. It
Oh,
looked like
Vegas.
Yeah, it looked like it
Damn.
had lightsabers coming out. Like it was like a star. And it
Yeah.
had like blue, red, yellow. Like it had a really nice signs, and that used to be a nice
There's
hotel.
there's a group on Facebook.
Now
and
it's like trashy trash.
They share photos of like the history of like Kentucky.
Yep.
And so they shared a picture of the Catalina Motel in like the 70s with that fucking sign.
Used to be a drive-in out there at Family Circle where the McDonald's is there. Where
I
the-
seen
where
that too.
Where the 200004 is out there. Those guys.
What are they doing in that place?
They used to
Exactly.
There used to be a fucking used to be a drive-in movie there at Family Circle. You
We
remember
used to go for all of you young folks that are tuning in that ain't knowing about that. We used to go to these drive-in theaters, park our cars, and watch these movies on these big projector screens. It's a hell of a time.
We used to have.
They still have.
I mean, it's still got massage
still got a
parlors
few
all
of
over the
them.
place, but they were more obvious back in the day. Remember, there was massage parlors.
Oh, yes.
all up and down Winchester Road forever.
And there's still a few.
Oh, there's still, but like they were obvious looking.
But now they're subtle.
Yeah.
They hide that they're
But what's
massage
crazy
parlors.
is like back when I was a kid, like it wouldn't. It's like it turned that in like the 90s, but like in the 80s, like it was more upclass. Winchester Road was. I remember because there was like I don't know if you remember it or not. You're about
Cliff
my age.
Hagen's?
Cliff Hagen Steakhouse.
Cliff
yeah.
Hagen's Steakhouse is right there.
And
Yeah,
it was like back then. It was like
yeah. Cliff
that
Hagen's
was
was.
like Malone's
Yeah,
back then. You know.
yeah. They used to have some nice places there.
Speaking of Malone's, I had their fish and sushi recently. Thanks to Kara. Shout out to her. It cost $50, but damn, was it fucking
I
good.
bet it was.
I love to go to Malone's and have their crab ragoon roll. It's so good.
Yes, I had
I've
that.
never had nothing bad at Malone's.
Oh no!
Service is always
like
top notch.
Drake's is. I mean, I've been to Jeff. Was it Jeff Ruby's downtown?
Mm-hmm.
I like Malone's better.
Yeah.
I get Drake.
Yeah.
I get Drake's to make me buffalo wings. And it's good. So good.
You can't go wrong with Drake's from Malone.
Oh, Drake's is delicious.
Yeah.
Man,
Hell yeah, it
Malone's-
is.
Man, Malone's has really good steak. I mean,
Yeah.
For the price, man, for the price of Malone's, like I know it's kind of high, but like compared to that to Tony's or Jeff Ruby's, they're crazy expensive.
See, I've
Like I
never
said,
had Jeff Ruby's.
I've never had bad service at Malone's. Like it's
Jeff
always-
Ruby's is way pricey. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
looked
real
at.
high.
I've
I've seen
looked
that.
at them. I've looked at them.
Tony's is just as pricey as them.
Yeah.
Yeah, downtown.
They're both about the same.
But
Yeah.
but Malone's is just as good, I think, and it's not near as probably half the price.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Exactly. But Malone's is definitely the place that you want to go for. You want your steak, you want your crab ragoon rolls, also the sushi, the fucking crab cakes.
We've taken the
That's
kids
some good
there
shit.
the last 2 New Year's Eves, and they love it, man.
Yeah, Malone's.
Because they don't usually go to places like that. Like if we go get a steak, it's like Texas Roadhouse or
Yeah.
Longhorn or something.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I
when we
get
go
at
to
Texas-
Malone's, we're
Longhorn is really good too.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yes,
Longhorn
it is.
really good.
What about Outback Steakhouse?
Yeah.
I don't really like this.
It's not what it used to be.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
No.
Same thing with Logan's.
See, and
Yeah.
another thing, like Red Lobster and Olive Garden. I remember when I was a kid, these places were like kind
Remember-
of more up class, but now it's like
You remember
cheap
Ryan's
places.
Steakhouse, and it
I
was like a
remember
buffet in
Ryan's,
Ryan's, and
yeah.
You
you
could get a steak and you could get a buffet.
yeah, the
Like
steak
you could get
was
you get a big ass steak, baked potato, and the buffet.
uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the buffet would
and the
have-
steaks was good.
Yeah, buffet would have everything imaginable on it.
The
dude.
steaks were good.
Yeah.
And now, where's it gone to?
Ponderosa used to have the same. It was kind of Ponderosa was kind of
Good
the same
places.
Y'all remember when KFC had a buffet?
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Some still do, but
I
I don't think
love
the
their-
ones here do.
I love KFC's coleslaw.
Oh, I like your chicken
It's the
liver.
best.
Yeah, their coleslaw is so. I think they put a pound of sugar in it because
Yeah.
it's so fucking good.
Good.
It's like
That-
fucking candy or something.
Their chicken livers were good. I'd get those every time
Is
we
that
went did the
Is that
buffet.
Max and Blade?
We're talking about food.
Yes, it's Max and Blade.
Yeah, that's when they were doing the
Red Wolf Mafia.
Yeah.
What y'all think with the WrestleMania's
Red
coming
Bull
up this
Mafia.
weekend? What y'all think about
You
it?
mean Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble. That's what I meant. Royal Rumble.
I think that's gonna be good. Actually, I like this soundboard better than our old one.
Yeah.
There's no echo.
Well, like there was always a background sound if you noticed.
This
with
one's
the old one.
this one's brand new. This one I've had it for I've probably had it for 2 years, but I've only used it maybe 4 times. I don't know what's wrong with the other one. I guess I've dropped it too many times. This is a great board.
But this is a stroke of genius because this one actually you ain't hearing no background noise. The echo's not there. The mics are picking up our voices. The headphones picking it up well.
Yeah.
And even though this is different from the one that we had before.
What is up, guys? This is OVW's Big Whiskey, Jared Kripke. And if you are top shelf talent, then you'd be watching the nice guy Andy.
Last Thursday?
That ain't what your mama said.
Donnie Green?
Yeah.
I missed that show too. I drunk his he left one of those Modelo
one of those like the weird
Modelo.
It was
That motherfucker, just cause his fucking
cantinas or something.
just cause his fucking wife's fucking spag, dude, he thinks he's fucking.
But dude, it was
I can make
tastes
tacos and drink Modelo now.
it tastes like it tastes like a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
What I don't know what it is, but it was so good. It was so good.
I
The guys
drunk it.
It was in the other room, and the guys like they wanted a beer, and I was like,
Yeah, it was inside that refrigerator.
I said, go get. There's a beer in there, man. It's been in there it's probably been in there like 3 or 4 months.
Or 6 months.
Yeah, and then they went in there and got it, and they took a drink of it, and they were like, and I was like,
They were just uncultured, Andy, because
they
I
thought it was
that.
terrible. When I drunk it, I thought it was
Me
I
too.
was like, this is good. Like it wasn't sweet. It was more of a savory taste, more of a tomato taste. I love tomatoes anyway. Tomatoes was my favorite. Like I could just sit and eat fucking cherry tomatoes like all the time, and it was so good.
It was good. It tasted like a V8.
It tastes like a V8. Yeah, it did. Like you couldn't even really taste any liquor or
Is it
anything.
Clamato?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that what it is? Yeah,
Yeah.
they ain't bad. My
No, they're
brother,
good.
My brother likes those. Yeah,
And they were uncultured. They said that tasted like crap. we
young
drunk and
pricks.
we're like, that's some good shit.
Yeah,
It's just they were uncultured. Didn't have the taste buds for it.
yeah. What do you like to drink?
bourbon.
Bourbon.
Yes.
Not as much as I used to. Like I used to.
Yeah, you
drink
lost quite a bit weight lately.
Yeah,
Yeah, how much?
yeah. I'm down 80 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah, because I know
Congratulations.
like a year or two ago when you first came on here, you was like swelled
Oh, I was
up,
fucking
and
fat.
now you're like, yeah, you and Donnie both have lost a bunch of weight. How much Donnie lost? You think?
Eat quite a bit too.
Yeah.
That's right.
How you doing? It just different foods, Ozempic or
Man,
what?
just, not eating as much, man.
Yeah. A lot of people
Yeah.
on that Ozempic. I was on it for a while, man, and I took it and I lost probably 60 pounds.
My big thing, man,
But
was
it would
eating
take
late
my
was my big thing.
it took my muscle mass away. Like I couldn't lift as much, near as much.
Yeah, well, when you lose the weight, like that, you'll lose muscle mass.
Man,
Yeah.
it sucked because I couldn't, like, I was at work, I couldn't pick up the packages. I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna take this no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed down a little. I probably kept off maybe 40 pounds of it.
Like
That's
I said,
right.
I changed my eating habits, and then plus, like, I worked in healthcare, and now I have a different work environment, so I'm a lot more active with what I do now.
Yeah,
So
you
I
used
think
to
that
drive
was
a bus or something,
yeah,
didn't you?
That's all I
Yeah.
did, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that too. I used to drive for UPS and I delivered. I went back to driving this peak season, but now I work in the hub and I lift like the heavy packages mostly all day, and it just keeps, as an older man, it's like you got to lift heavy. You do.
Especially when it's repetitive.
You got to
like
lift
do.
heavy, man. It's like you need to lift heavy because
Exactly.
they say the stronger your legs are, the stronger your ass is,
Yeah.
the longer you live.
You gotta squat. You gotta squat with the weights, and you will get some
I've been
nice legs.
I've been taking
This has got to be a
I've been
streak.
taking creatine a lot lately.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They say in your older age, you gotta watch it. You gotta take, creatine helps.
That's right. It helps build up that muscle mass to the legs, Andy.
Yeah, yep.
You know what they say? You ain't got no muscle here.
What does
Try to lift
creatine
something?
do? Don't it? What's it?
It fills your, like, I guess it fills your muscles, like it helps, like it helps with your strength.
Yep.
Like it gives you that little boost of strength at the end there, and then it helps with your brain,
I think
the way you can talk and the way your brain
It's supposed to
acts
was like
too.
muscle recovery.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
It gives you that little. Say if you like lift and then you create you gotta like stack on it. You gotta like it's almost like you gotta like put a bunch of it in your body and then you gotta keep it in there.
Yeah.
So it's like it fills the gaps in your muscles, I think, and then it's like
Lights bright.
it's what
It's
you
one of
get out
those
of
old videos.
eating steaks. You get
Oh, that was
creatine out,
17 years ago on my Blaze channel.
Yeah.
It's in. I guess it's when you eat steak and protein and stuff. There's creatine in that food. So yeah.
Exactly.
I used to take. I took.
My dad used to
C4
drink it.
I don't like the pre-workout. I used to take that shit. I didn't fucking like it at all. It made me feel weird. My body would I'd be like red and I'd start itching.
This don't really do anything. Like if you took it today, it don't do anything today.
Yep.
But like once you build it up, it's a thing that helps after.
Especially when you're working out, because my dad used to do creatine. It helps out. My dad was one of those guys that he wouldn't start a fight.
Who was you wrestling there? Who was you wrestling here?
Chris Majors.
Yeah, Chris Majors, yeah.
Remember, Andy? He came back at Barbara. Remember
This
that?
is the same show that we just watched, the match with Bear and Lone Wolf. It's the same show.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's Chris Majors. He returned to professional wrestling back at Bar Brawl 2.
When's the last year you wrestled?
17.
2017.
Yeah.
Who was your last match?
Ricky Cardinal.
Was it a retirement match or was it just like?
No, it was like, well, my
Did you know it was going to be your last match?
my last match was against Donnie, and then I come back and did 2 more matches after that. I did a show for Daryl Kelly's wife that passed away, Annie. They did like a couple years after she passed.
Yeah.
They did like memorial shows in her name and for the money went to cancer research. And I worked that show, and I worked one show in Santana, and then I was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got to the point to where like my body wasn't recovering like it used to back when I was in my or early 30s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the back was different. Like these guys, you know, I'd come in and these guys would be talking about video games and shit. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, like it's just a whole different,
the whole culture,
Not hanging out.
environment. Yeah, the whole
culture changed.
It was I stayed around once Bear and Al left and Justin left.
They all left before
Casey
you.
left.
Justin left pretty
early.
pretty early.
Yeah, and the only ones that was kind of still around was like me, and like Donnie was like just like toward the end. Donnie was just like part time. Like he didn't wrestle like a full schedule like I was doing. Like I wrestled like I was up until my last match. Like I wrestled a full schedule. Like I was at Rogers. I was at Larry's. Like I was
Damn.
Yeah.
wrestled a full schedule all the way up until I was done.
That's dedication, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when your body knows it's time, it's
did,
time.
man. It did.
Are you keeping up with wrestling now, like WWE or anything that you don't?
Like I usually do around Mania time. Like I kind of been watching here recently once they went over to Netflix because I'm kind of digging the new.
It's just so much easier.
Me too.
Well, it's like just the whole production is like it's clear. It's like crystal clear, man. And it's just like it's
and
just
they
a better
changing it up a
product.
little bit. They change up the angles and they make it to look like it's more of a like they give you a perception of like that you're there. They show the crowd a lot more, and they're in the crowd a lot more.
And drone shots.
Drone shots. It's a different. I think it's gonna. I mean, I just wonder where it's going. Like I just.
Me too.
What do you think about CM Punk being back in WWE?
It's good. I mean, that's what the people wanted. Obviously, you know.
I think they're gonna.
And
Put
he's not been bitching.
I think they're gonna put the belt on him at some point.
I don't think Seth Rollins and them guys was kind of thrilled with it.
Yep, but they worked with him.
Oh yeah,
He's money, man.
Well, that's why.
He's money.
That's why they work with him because
Exactly.
they know.
I will never. Understand.
He's money, man. He's
But I
money.
can see.
What's up, Half Shot? He's on YouTube.
But I can see where Seth Rollins is coming from. Like, you know, like,
Me too.
We've held it down since you've been out fucking wanting to do UFC.
I've
movies
never liked CM Punk. Never understood.
Man, the crowd just pop for him.
Well, the wrestlers that I worked with up north, I've never heard anybody say anything good about him. They're like, Phil, he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard it from numerous people, man.
Kevin Steen also said this because he said his first time interacting with that motherfucker, the first thing CM Punk said, is take that fucking T-shirt off. No one works inside a T-shirt. That's basically Kevin Steen's entire aesthetic, and he basically ran him down, and that's why he didn't like CM Punk.
Here's my thing with CM Punk, especially now. So you're telling me that they're going to make him champion, the guy who just not only a couple years ago got absolutely embarrassed in UFC.
Yeah.
Embarrassed.
Twice.
And here's the thing.
Choked out.
When Brock came over to UFC, he made WWE look good because he came in and started killing motherfuckers.
Brock Lesnar, I mean,
he lost.
Bobby Lashley, too.
CM Punk lost to two people who were unranked. Dana White fired the second guy because he, pretty much played with him the whole fight.
Yeah, he could have took him out.
And it's
pretty
like,
quick.
you're telling me that guy can beat up Drew McIntyre?
He's money, man.
Anyways,
for some reason, man, the fans love him.
I know, right?
I've never been a big CM Punk fan until really kind of late.
He weighs 200 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, and
he's not in shape. He did
But he did choke out Jack Perry
The Rock,
a little bit.
The Rock came out and looked like a god, and CM Punk could barely even.
But here's the thing: CM Punk had the best line of all when he told The Rock, "Your arms are just too short to box with God."
What does that say about the fans of the WWE fans that they love CM Punk so much? They kind of like him, I guess. A lot of fans
They were
like
chanting
him.
his name when the motherfucker was gone for years, not even wrestling.
Yeah.
And when he came, I'm not defending him, but when he came to AEW, I always knew that they were lying when they said that they wanted him there.
Well,
it didn't take long.
He came to AEW and did what he left WWE for because he got pissed off at The Rock. Well, not left because of that specifically.
He didn't like McMahon.
One of the reasons. He
didn't like Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, to tell the truth, Vince McMahon's a bigger piece of shit than CM Punk. I mean, so if in that situation, I guess I'd take CM Punk's side. But, I mean, without Vince McMahon, wrestling wouldn't be what it is today. So you can kind of say, hey, it's kind of sad that Vince is not associated with the business that he put over and built so much, but that's his own fault. I mean, but now CM Punk's back, and I bet fucking Vince hates it.
Yes,
I bet Vince fucking hates it because.
What about the news that Triple H is going into the Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to the Hall of Fame. They just definitely said that.
It was about damn time too, because he's went in as DX, but never his solo career.
It's kind of like makes you think if. Like back in the day during the Attitude Era, who was actually coming up with those ideas? Was it Triple H and Shawn Michaels and all those guys coming up with that shit? Because that got really popular back then, and now it's almost as like those ideas almost are like what's going on now. It's almost like, hey, do we see that was what actually was happening? I mean, Vince was listening to those guys a lot, I'd say.
Yeah.
Triple H has also done a very good job at knowing who to bring in for the shows, what celebrities, what advertisements to put on. If you really think about it, they've every Raw that they've had so far, they've shown 5 or 6 different celebrities each time that are big names, and it's that's getting eyes on.
But that's always been a draw for WWE.
That's right.
They say that
even when Vince brought in Cyndi Lauper at the first WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's always.
Well, it's kind of getting back to those roots though. They for a while didn't do that there.
Nope.
Like when Vince was in his 70s, there it was 60s and 70s. Fucking WB sucked. I mean,
yes.
Oh man,
he's such an ego fucking maniac, dude.
The era where Jinder Mahal was champion is the worst.
Yeah. But
terrible.
It kind of made TK get all butthurt because TA went on Twitter be talking shit about him after he won the WWE title.
It's so sad that
it ended up outdrawing.
It's so sad that AEW is going fucking downhill like it has.
AEW at the time they started was better than WWE by far.
I'll tell you why. Cody Rhodes. Notice that when Cody Rhodes left, that's when creativity started going all the way down. And it's just been going down and down and staying exactly where it's at. Because Cody Rhodes, He knew what he wanted. He wanted a Georgia.
It reminds
Memphis
me
style
of like
wrestling.
a watered down WCW kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
AEW.
It's like,
worse.
Well,
it's like they went out and got these stars that have already been
The same,
stars.
It's pretty much the same thing as WCW was. I mean, you know, like
Yeah.
It's pretty much what WCW was in 2000, except turned worse.
without Vince Russo.
Yeah, because think about this: the Death Riders, they're not getting no reaction,
That's in Paris, there, right?
yeah.
and Daniel Garcia ain't getting no reaction either.
I'll say this though, AEW will never compare to WCW either.
Yeah,
To be honest,
WCW has some great wrestling, like AEW has some great wrestling, but
than-
the
the difference
storylines
was-
are garbage.
and I'm talking about good WCW. Not
That's what I
shitty.
was very good at. AEW reminds me of the end of WCW.
The back-
when they had Eric Bischoff and Mr. Rich, because remember,
What it reminds me
in
of.
March of 2000, they killed WCW. Then they brought back on the Eric Bischoff and Vince.
Chucky, who you think can save AEW? Like, who could they bring in to save AEW? Like, what could they do? Like, do they just need to get everybody together on the same page? Or what do they need to do? They got too many chiefs and not enough Indians? Like, what the fuck?
They need
That's what
Cody
it
Rhodes
sounds
back.
like. That's what it sounds like.
That was kind of politically incorrect there, but
But
I
it
think
makes
what
sense.
they should do is take like a
Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
their best bet is to take like a 3-month break and just restart.
Oh, but then that's what WCW did when they killed it and had a show about highlighting WCW, and
Like
then
when they brought in like
right
John
back a week
Moxley
later.
and Jeff Hardy, and like I'm just like, it's,
you had all these indie stars at the beginning there, and then they started bringing in WWE guys.
Daniel Bryant.
Yeah,
and-
stop
yeah.
bringing in like Adam Cole, and like you brung too many WWE guys in.
Like I like the Osprey guy,
yeah,
Yeah.
Ospreay's-
and then who's the other guy? Kenny Omega.
yeah.
I thought he was good.
The Young Bucks are good too.
I think they should have went around those guys a little bit more than like these guys that left WWE.
They killed their momentum because
They
neither
should've-
Will Ospreay
They should have
or
went with
Kenny
their
Omega.
own guys.
Yeah, exactly. They should have went like Jungle Boy is a good wrestler. He is a great wrestler. I don't know if anybody likes him, but he's a great wrestler. They have the dinosaur guy, the guy that plays the dinosaur. He's a great wrestler.
Switch.
Yeah, Kill Switch. They got Brody King and Buddy Murphy. They got Darby Allin. They had Danhausen there for a while.
But here's
They
where
got
they
that-
went
They
wrong.
want to push fucking the WWE guys. Like,
they won't push the beef though. That dude
Yeah.
That's right,
was
'cause
the
of beef.
most over the whole night. And
Yeah,
he
when-
wasn't even on like the show. He was
Yeah.
on a dark match.
They didn't even put the tag team titles on the Outrunners, and they've been the most over tag team
Exactly.
that's been there.
like get rid of all the fucking WWE guys.
And
Get rid of them.
Powerhouse Hobbs got screwed over because that was their chance to put the title on Powerhouse Hobbs. And what they did, they had John Moxley and them beat his ass, and his comeback was cut off.
Edge.
No one saw it.
Edge going over there, Cope is just the worst fucking idea they
Yep.
ever had.
I want to
Edge
know
is there now.
what do you
Terrible.
think of MJF?
He's dead.
Who?
Dead in the water.
He's like, who?
MJF?
He
No.
was a really
was-
fucking.
I mean, he
he
was
was
big.
really really good there for a while, and then now they got him fucking in a storyline with Jeff Jarrett.
Yep. And also, it just feels like it's C League because it no longer feels like you're watching MJF that was a star. Now it feels like they killed his star potential and they buried him completely down to a lower card because he was a main eventer. Ever since he lost the
He
title,
was a fucking champ there.
Exactly.
He had the best
He was
looking
the
belt,
guy.
and then they turned him face.
yeah.
And then I don't think that was. And then he leaves and comes back as a heel.
Yep.
Like, and then it's just horrible.
And
It's just
their
horrible.
whole thing about trying to make Daniel Garcia a babyface that people cheer, that's dead inside water because no one's cheering for him. I watched them try to have him be the guy that tries to
I don't-
rile up against them.
I don't like him at all.
They ought to take all the WWE guys that they have,
John Moxley needs to go.
put them all in the back, and make them writers instead, and then push.
No,
the
you
young
don't
guys.
want John Moxley writing pre-show because first thing he's going to write,
He's
I
supposed
want
to
to
be.
see people bleed.
He's supposed to be running the fucking show now.
Apparently.
The briefcase fucking champion.
It's not working though
his
because
fucking he brings his belts in a fucking briefcase, and nobody's seen the fucking belt in fucking what fucking
so many
sense
months.
does that? What sense does that make?
Exactly.
You haven't showcased your championship belt on the fucking show in months and months and months. You have a champion, but he carries around the fucking belt in a briefcase. Like
I couldn't see Chucky Smooth doing that. Chucky Smooth was a champion.
Do you think that's smart of them? They got the belt in a briefcase.
I
Nobody's
forgot
seen it for months.
I forgot that John Moxley was still the champion because of that.
There's a lot of things I wonder about from that promotion. I'm just like,
Yeah. I'll tell you what it is.
I definitely see where you're coming from, though. Yeah,
it don't make no fucking sense.
I'll tell you what it is. Tony Khan's not been sniffing my coke in no more, so he's lost his damn mind.
We think this is how I think Tony Khan books the shows, right? He has his own little AEW ring, and he has all these wrestling figures, and he sits there on this table and plays wrestling figures, and the only figures he has is the WWE figures because his guys don't have figures. So if he has your figure, he's trying to sign you, and he's going to book you in the show. And if you're like a wrestler like Jungle Boy, you don't have a fucking wrestling figure, so he's not going to book you on the show because you don't have a wrestling figure yet.
That's right.
But
and if he lost your figure, you might as well forget.
Yeah, if your figure was wrestling in the main event last week and it fell off the table, like you're not getting back in the pay-per-view or anything.
Exactly.
You're on AEW Dark on YouTube.
Yeah. Like you said, we went to the shows, and that guy Beef got the fucking crowd like crazy as fuck.
in hella shape right there.
Yeah.
He was the most over the whole night.
Yeah, you did look good there, man.
Exactly, he was the most over that night. Everyone was chanting, beef, 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 beef. And yet he's not a champion.
I weighed about 215 pounds there.
You look like a stud. You were smooth. Too smooth. And that's Stewart, who Donnie Green was talking about last week.
He could work, man.
Yep. Donnie Green tried to find a match where he had with him, but he couldn't find it.
Oh, this who he was looking for all last week?
Yep. Stewart.
No way.
Yeah, Stewart Backlund.
Are you shitting me? Dude, we looked for this guy for like 20 minutes last
I was watching that Theo Von.
I saw that.
That shit was fucking funny.
You know why? Because they were two bros just having a chat.
Cat Williams thinks the world of Theo. You can tell.
Yep.
He thinks he's so funny.
And also,
he's just laughing at him, and he's just like,
you know why? Because that's the first time we've seen a comedian be able to break him.
I was so hyped because do you remember when Theo came out with when Theo was on the podcast and was like, "Yeah, I got my own Cat Williams."
Yeah.
You
bring it up.
And then I was so excited for him to talk.
And then just
Cat Williams brung it up on the podcast. He's like, he's like, you got your own Cat Williams statue at your house.
That's right.
He's like, yeah, I got that on. He's like, what kind of deal did you do with Michaels? He said, they stole my likeness.
Exactly.
And then he brung up the whole thing. He said, do that thing you do with the swimming trunks. You know, like Theo Von's like Joe Rogan. You got 20 pair.
You got 20 pairs.
You got 20 pairs of swim trunks, but you don't even know how to swim.
Exactly. That was a great podcast. Cause I was watching that.
Yeah, I've only watched
before we start the show.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
I finished it when it as soon as
Theo is incredible, dude.
Yes, he is.
He is so lovable, and you can tell that Kat really likes him.
There's a reason why he was the one that was able to get Trump on a podcast with him.
Yeah,
because Theo is just charismatic. Yeah. Funny as hell.
That was a good. And
he's down there.
He talked about doing cocaine with Trump.
Yes.
I never do. Trump was like, I never did cocaine, but
I'll do the blow. But Theo Von is hilarious.
Yeah.
He got Cat Williams to crack up.
Airport woman. Have you got to that yet? Oh, it's hilarious.
Man, Theo's he's great. He's so fucking
started
funny.
on MTV, man. Like he was like the Road Rules or one of those shows or something.
Yeah, he was so funny.
Do y'all have Apple Music? There's a special of his that's on Apple Music, and it's called Hamster Bones. It's fucking hilarious.
He's crazy, man. I actually met Theo at he just showed up one day at fucking Comedy off Broadway, and I was just like, oh my god, Theo's gonna be. I went over there, and like Bert Kreischer's been over there too, and he just They just show up because it's like Lexington's right in the middle of like going places. The
We seen
Nashville.
Bert at Rupp Arena. He does a good show.
Yeah, the
I like
same
Bert
week he
too,
came to
yeah.
Rupp Arena. He came to Comedy Off Broadway the weekend, like the day or two before.
Yeah.
and just
Hell yeah.
just worked out there. You know, it's like he just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Like he sold the fucking place out like 3 days in a row. Like,
Damn.
and I got to meet him and talk to him. Got a picture with him and everything.
Dale Bond, if you're watching, please give us a shout because we want you on our podcast.
I seen.
Gotta be down there.
I went and watched the Mick Foley show at Comedy Off Broadway. He was
Oh
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was he at Comedy Off Broadway?
Yeah.
I seen him over at what was it? The place over there. I don't know what it was called. It was a little brewery over off of Limestone there. In the back there where the paper company used to be. You know where the paper company used to be?
Varsity Blues.
No, this was down on North Broadway. Like,
Are you talking about
Limestone, North Limestone.
Gray Line Station?
well, close to Gray Line Station, but there was a brewery back there. Okay, it was called, there was like Fresh Liquors. You know where Fresh Liquors used to be? Like a little liquor store on North Limestone.
Yeah.
Behind that used to be like the paper company. They used to recycle cardboard and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
My grandma used to live on North Limestone.
And there was like a little brewery back there, and he did a show there. That's why I got this autograph right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got his autograph there. He did a great show there. I bought
Yeah, he was good, man.
Oh wait, which one?
the Mick Foley right there.
Oh, Mick Foley. I thought you were talking about Bird.
And also Sacco.
Yeah, Sacco bought a Sacco from him, and yeah, Bert Kreischer was Bert Kreischer was at Comedy Off Broadway. I never seen Mick Foley over there.
I seen Lavelle Crawford, and the only two comedian shows, which I'm hoping to go to Theo this year. He's playing Nashville, and tickets on.
If you see him,
He lives in Nashville.
Who was the white dude that just died, man? It was real funny. He was at Comedy Off Broadway all the time, man.
Was that the opener guy?
Gregory. Coach Gregory.
What's the name died too? The country guy that sung the songs?
Rodden. No, not Rodney Carrington.
No, not Rodney Carrington. He had a little band and shit. I can't remember what his name is, but he passed away too.
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah.
It's sad when we lose comedians that are funny. Because then we get stuck with comedians that aren't actually funny but think that they are and laugh at their own jokes.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Fallon on his little shows where he's always got to and his jokes are only his.
Yeah. You got those
When
machines on.
we lose people that are funny, you really hate to see it because then you're stuck with those guys. The guys that only laugh at their own jokes but not try to make you laugh.
We are going to be having a watch party here this weekend for the Royal Rumble.
That's right.
Saturday. Is it Saturday night?
Yep, this Saturday night.
Yeah.
6 p.m.
I told Johnny I'd come, but I'm gonna be at the Rumble.
You're gonna be up there.
be
Okay,
up
take
at
some
the
pictures
Rumble.
and some videos
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff
that's what-
of
that's
the
what I told
crowds and all
Johnny.
that stuff. Let us
And also, if you get into a fight, have someone film you tearing someone's arm out of socket.
yeah, just
Yeah.
get some get some get some footage of us.
I'm gonna
we'll
be.
post it.
I'm like right by like the ramp, or not the ramp. I'm like the section where they come out.
Yeah.
So I'm like above them.
We went to SummerSlam,
Nice.
man. It was great. It was great. I guess that's where I got that.
Oh, this is at the
sticker.
boxing.
That's one of my favorite belts ever, too.
That's where I got
belt.
that. That's where I
I
got
got
that
it. I still
sticker
got
at
that belt.
SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
you go down to if they have the bar,
Oh, this is a handicap match.
try to grab something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know who I
Those.
think booked this?
That was like
I'm gonna try
Al
to go
Steele.
to the table.
So
Probably did.
I haven't been to a pay per view since probably about 2012. What's the Superstore thing? How does that work? Did you go to that?
Superstore, yeah, kind of like it's. I think you get if you buy certain kind of tickets like down on the floor, you get into like this was like this thing that I got this off of was like a cafe, like a super, like the cafe kind of like it was like your own bar and own like it had and in the bar it had like it had stuff that you could that's like merchandise that was selling just for the people that were down that had those kind of tickets.
So is there like tiers to it then? Like
Yeah, well, I think
that-
the
I
people
mean-
down on the floor get a better. They get get more incentive. They get
Like-
more stuff.
Yeah, like
I mean, what did you fucking pay for your ticket? $1,000? No?
That's good because WrestleMania sells for thousands.
About 300 with fees.
Really?
And I had a buddy who bought them on the pre-sale for.
Yeah.
He bought his 400 a
That's
piece.
that's the best to get them is the pre-sale shit.
He bought his 400 piece and are two rows behind me.
Really?
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you get in and get the tickets, you can
We
get them
went
cheap
to
enough. But
WrestleMania 17.
WrestleMania's gonna be in Vegas this year.
We were on the fourth
$1,000.
row. We were on the fourth row camera
You know-
side.
you know
We got
how-
to-
Peanut got chairs too.
Everybody ought to go.
Chairs.
We all ought to go to
Yeah.
Vegas this year because it's going to be in like there's going to be so many like indie shows in Vegas. Like there's going to be wrestlers running around everywhere. It's just going to be a fucking wrestle fucking thing, man. Everybody
Spectacle.
should go. Everybody should just if you're not even going to go to the if you're not even get tickets to the WrestleMania, you ought to go at least to Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
WrestleMania will cost you
There's
an
gonna
arm and a leg.
I'm sure AEW's going to throw a show somewhere there, and
They'll get smoked by GCW.
Is that Hollywood managing right
And
there?
MLW.
Who's he managing? I guess majors.
Where's this place y'all was
ATM.
wrestling here?
This is the old Legends Boxing School on Brazil's Road.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I love Brazil's Road.
Yeah, they used
Atomic Drop.
they used to have they had a boxing school. They called
Who
Legends.
used to run this? Sarge?
That place is still there, but it's not. It's something different now, ain't it?
Oh, here it comes the smooth elbow.
Somebody your
The
dad
smooth
knew.
leg. Oh.
Well, I think the guy
Nailed
that
it.
owned this, he owned another. It was like a storage unit in Nicholasville, and I boxed in high school, and he calls me, or my coach calls me, Coach Van Horn, was like, hey, you want to come down here to Nicholasville at this storage unit to get some work in? And I was like, fucking, I guess. So I go down there, and dude, we look for it. It's just random storage units, and we finally find it. And dude, I get there, and there's nobody except like two people, and the one dude was like 250 pounds, just killing this heavy bag. I'm like, I ain't fighting that guy.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
in my head, I didn't say it or anything like that. But then like the coach is like, well, I don't really got anybody for you to go with except I got this girl, and so they put her in the ring. She was like 160. I was like 120. And I didn't really box like that. I was a wrestler.
Yeah.
And I got in there and, I mean, did what I had to do. And
Did you box your jaws?
So she kicked your ass, didn't
no, I smoked her. I smoked
Wait. What were you
But-
jabbing her? The 1-2 punch?
We found each other, and
Did
she
a lot of
was
hugging.
on.
Did a lot of.
Yeah.
You tied up
She-
with her a lot, didn't you?
A little
she
bit of
was on-
skin to
She was on
skin.
the USA boxing team.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that. That was pretty cool.
So you got some skin on skin, one on one.
So what's your relationship with Van Horn?
I
Not a lot of people know that he's a freaking champion, a
He's-
boxing champion
yeah.
that lives in Lexington, Kentucky.
That's right.
I've met him a couple times. He probably don't know. He probably doesn't know who I am at all. But I'm a fan of his because when I was a kid, my brother had he had some problems with his hips, and he had to have pins put in his hips, and the basketball team and him. They all came over there and met the kids at the Shriners Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to meet him, and I was so impressed with him because he's just like this fucking jack dude, and he had these black eyes, and I was like, that's the fucking tough guy right there, dude.
That's right.
And he's like, and he was carrying his belt, and I was like, yeah. I was like, are you a wrestler? He's like, no, I'm a boxer, and I was like, he was a middleweight. He was the champion of the world, like the middleweight champion of the world or something like that.
Champion of the world. He yeah, man, he's a great guy.
That's right.
Have you seen him recently or talked to him?
I've seen him. I see him out like
probably
I see him out getting gas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
We
'cause he
wanna
lives
get
in
him onto
Lexington.
the show.
And it was like I don't know how to like. Hey, what's every time I see him, I say, hey, how you doing, champ? And he's like
I haven't talked to him in a couple years, but I mean, he'd probably know who I was if I talked to him because I boxed with him for about a year.
yeah.
We're still looking for some boxers to go onto the show.
I mean, I would like to get some more boxers.
He
and
would
MMA
definitely
guys
be.
come
He's
on.
also having a seminar at I think downtown, at like some place downtown.
I guess if you know boxing,
Like
you
a
know that
YMCA
he's
or
here,
something.
but a lot of people just don't know.
Exactly. Well, guys, We're coming up on 10 p.m.
This
We've
board
been on here 2 hours.
Already?
This
Wow.
board does sound good, don't it?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It's fire. No echoing inside the background. The
I
headphones
don't
picking
know
up
what
everything
happened
good.
to that other board. I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe a power surge to it or something. I don't know.
Probably.
It's not It's not cheap though. That was like $700.
But who wants to say their goodbyes first?
Thank y'all for having me again. It's been another great night as co-host with Johnny Lee. It's finally good to see Andy back in the studio again. Finally,
I've
good
been
to see your
really
face.
busy. UPS has had me really busy lately.
And Chuck, I love you to death. You're my favorite, man.
Yeah, everybody's a
Love
fan
you.
of Chuck's.
First and foremost, fuck Al.
Al.
Secondly, man, that kid lived in your balls rent free. Scott Diamond, and he pile drove you on your fucking birthday.
Yep.
You know, take his Xbox and whoop his ass.
Yeah, did you see that?
We were just talking about it a while ago. Scott had chimed in, and we were just
Yeah.
messing with him. But thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
It's great to be here. Just want to say thanks to Donnie Green.
Yeah.
His bird chest.
His baby oil.
His baby oil.
He
Diddy Green.
he put his.
Diddy Green.
Yeah, I love that picture.
Yeah.
Diddy Green.
But like I said, thanks for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure, and hell, I can't wait till next time, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hopefully next time is part 2 of the MWA month. Who knows?
Hey, man, hey, dude, don't let your dad book it, dude.
Yeah.
Let him call him and talk him into it or something, maybe. But don't let him give him a fucking time and a fucking date, dude.
Yeah.
Because it will go to shit. He'll be like, dude.
You want
Oh, dude, I
wanna book it?
complete forgot.
He's such a great.
You wanna book it? You wanna book it?
Great communicator.
Oh, great,
He's
best
such
of all
a
time.
Best communicator. Of
Michael
all time.
Jordan of communication.
Who would you like to? Who would you like? Of people that you've wrestled on the back, who would you like to get in here that you haven't seen in a while? Who, that you could probably get in here?
Be nice to see like Casey or Ronnie Roberts,
Yep.
man. Shit, man. I'm sure we can think of some more.
Reach out to
Just,
some of those guys, man.
Yeah.
Get 'em in
So
here.
many guys, man. And I thought it was cool, man. You got the Cincinnati guys down here, Angel and Rob, that time, man. Like they drove a long way to fuck. Like
Yeah.
that was unbelievable. They come down and done this, dude.
Exactly.
I was sad I missed that show. I
Oh,
think
me
I
and
was
Barry
out
were
of
here.
town.
It was great,
Yeah.
man. It
Yeah.
was great.
We need to do more of those shows. Those shows get over, man. Everybody loves them.
That's right.
I don't know if you'll ever get Raj in here, just where it's during the week.
Oh,
and
Roger Ruffin.
Or Slick Rick.
He is on that.
Well, I'm gonna.
They're both
Big
Ohio
Mama.
guys.
Big Mama's supposed to come at some point. She's she says she's.
Well,
gonna come.
she might be able to get him here, maybe.
Yeah, she said if I get her in here, I told her that I wanted her to have like all women's wrestling, like get her a bunch of women that she wants to have in here and have an all women's show.
Hey, have you tried to talk to Maria? That'd be another one.
Yeah, Maria's been here. She's been here.
Has she?
She's been
Several
here
times.
She's been here twice at least.
She
Yep.
has.
Y'all
She
did-
has. I remember now.
Yeah,
Yep,
she's
you're
so
right.
good. She every time we go
Sweetheart.
anytime we go to OVW shows or I see her out, man, she's always giving me a big hug, and she's just a fucking great guy. And her husband now,
I haven't
Maximo
met him, but
Suave.
oh man,
I've
he's-
never heard anybody say a bad word
No,
about
he's
him.
he's an awesome guy.
He told the greatest story ever.
He told the greatest wrestling story ever. One of them, at least. One of I've heard.
Playboy.
He met Kevin Nash. His dad met Kevin. You'd have to go back and listen to it. I wouldn't want to.
That's
spoil
how
it for
some
you.
stories are, man. It's always about a certain person.
You got to hear that guy.
Yeah,
I want to get
correctly.
him on here because he's got a lot of
That'd
stories.
be one. That'd be one.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Those guys are great.
Exactly.
Well, guys, Nice Guy Andy podcast. Guys, go over to the Nice Guy Andy podcast Facebook page. Like, share, comment on all of our stuff. If you like it, throw a comment on there. Tag somebody in
Don't
one
be
of our
shy.
posts. Don't be shy.
Come on.
Talk to us. We want your
Talk to
interactions.
Give us some skin to skin.
Talk dirty to us.
Shout out Chucky Smooth.
right.
He'll be
Lick
on
our
there
ears.
sometimes.
North
And,
side.
And Northside, Lexington,
Burger
guys.
shakes.
Fuck Al Steele.
Burger Shake.
Yeah, just go on there. Communicate with us on the Facebook page. If you guys want to message us, just comment on the comments and comment on everything.
Send nudes.
Everything.
That's right.
If
Send
you
some
wanna send
nudes.
nudes, Johnny loves that kind of stuff.
Johnny
Sure
loves
do. I'll be
nudes.
snorting some blow to it.
Go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're growing the YouTube channel. We're gonna put some more stuff on there.
Blue Chew.
It's getting
Share them
big.
nudes.
Yeah, we need Blue Chew. If you're looking at us, we need to have
Growers,
you as an
not showers.
advertiser.
Growing.
And guys,
Gives us some ski.
back to Johnny.
Free Diddy.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been commenting tonight, everyone that's been watching, everyone that's been tuning in. Because without you guys, we can't be doing any of this. The Ricky Dick Bullshit Podcast, episode 2 of season 2, comes to a close. And this is all I gotta say. If you're not having fun,
Not getting none.
damn, Skippy. Yeet, yeet.
Skeet.
Nice.